Oh my God, we're back.
Get your balls up.
Balls up.
Balls up.
I mean, I have my white wine up.
Get your, it's a magic ball. And you know where I put my magic ball? Into my magic hole.
It feels so good to be back. Thank you guys for being here.
Hey guys, welcome to YouTube. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here, woman owned?
Do they let millennials on here? This is crazy.
I do fear that we might be too old and we might like crack out the system of YouTube. Is that how it works? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
I'll be a slime influencer for you if that's what you need. I
will not do ASMR because whispering drives me crazy. Okay, so
I'm talking really loudly.
yeah, I'd rather that.
We missed you too, Brad.
I miss you guys. We missed doing our live streams. We're so excited to be doing this jumbo-sized summer Bitchathon 2025. And to kick things off,
yes, get your balls up, get your butts
I'm gonna
out.
try a new flavor. I'm gonna try.
This is big for you.
Zoom in on this. Pineapple jalapeno. Okay.
I have heard tale that it is delicious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a later in life spicy person, and I'm still not even that
Are you
good.
Baby Spice?
Yeah, I'm baby spice.
See, I
we
would've
went
said
to
you were
dinner.
posh.
We went to dinner with our husbands recently and got a lot of food, and I was playing it real cool. I was like, oh yeah, a lot of kick to this, but in my mind, I was like,
oh, there was some kick. It was like a donkey kick on it, but not like donkey sauce.
Everything we got was a little bit kicky. All right, here I go. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, is it good?
Oh yeah. The jalapeno is like nothing. It's just like a little. It's just like a little. Zzz. Like it's good. And I love pineapple. I don't think I'm gonna put it in my wine, but I think I'm gonna drink it solo, which actually is probably the first buzzball that I've ever drank solo.
Wow,
without turning it into
oh my God.
wine topper.
Up. Yeah, again, magic ball, but it's because Forbidden Apple is my favorite. And it's difficult with the green screen. It's hard living this green
even the
screen
jalapeno
life.
too is keying out a little bit.
It's keying out a little bit.
This is good. Straight up.
You know I'm an apple ass bitch.
But I'm gonna put a little crayon, my old standby crayon blaster.
Also, thank you, Slime. Like Dominic the donkey, and yes, you would be correct.
Chickity
obviously.
chink, hee-haw, hee-haw.
Thank you,
Yes.
it's Dominic the donkey.
Chickity chink,
Hee-haw,
hee-haw, the Italian
Dominic
Christmas
the
donkey.
Thank you.
I grew up listening to Z100 in New York City, and they always played that every Christmas. It was my favorite.
I loved Z100.
Z100.
Guys, we are keeping it chill here. For those of you that have been, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us because, man, we really wanted this Bitchathon to be a little bit more like we're hanging out, drinking balls on a porch in the middle of the afternoon. It is evening for some.
It just occurred to me we should have a little baby blow-up pool right here.
Yeah,
why
aren't
had a little baby
we wet?
blow-up pool? Like
Why aren't we physically
right here.
wet?
Yeah, we should be physically wet.
Probably for the best that we're not. Something about all the equipment or something. I guess it doesn't vibe with the pool atmosphere. But hell yeah, Al Dunn, first time watcher, loving the chill vibes. We're so happy that you're here. Usually I'm screaming a lot more than this. But today, I'm chill. I'm just a fucking bitch with a ball.
We're so chill, and we had like some fucking unsolicited advice lined up, but we're not going to do it because there's people already lined up to call. So we've got a big fun thing that we're doing this episode. But we're going to take a call first. So let's get to our first call. Oh, I can't wait to see that little graphic of a phone pop up.
Oh, we have so much
that familiar ring. Ding-a-ding.
Who is it?
Hi.
Hello. How are you? What's your name?
we can
What's your
see you.
situation? Yes, we can see you and you're beautiful.
Oh my gosh, thank you. My name is Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
Love you guys, by the way. Long LPN listener and stumbled upon this, and it is my new favorite thing of all time.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thank you.
Also, do want to appreciate someone calling out the coconut rum that I have next to my feet when I said that this is going to be a chill afternoon. But we'll get to the shot taking soon enough.
Not chill at all.
Izzy, what's going on? What's happening? What can we help you with?
So, I know that I was a bitch, but like how much of a bitch was I?
We'll put you on the bitchometer.
Yes, yeah, I love this.
So, a little bit of background that's kind of important. I am a part-time firefighter and EMT.
Okay.
I'm slipping
Badass
week,
alert.
respectfully. Okay. Wow. Yes. Like it. Yeah. Enjoying it. Yes.
Oh,
I'm
slip
sorry.
sliding away.
I'm just very tired. I just got off shift today, so. I'm also a apprentice arborist, so I like climb trees, cut them down, like do the whole thing.
Oh my God. Okay.
I shouldn't fall in love this early.
It's too soon. We're not even at 4:15.
Like I'm like, hey, go redo my lipstick. Tell me more about being. No, you don't have to tell me more about being an arborist, but I do kind of. But we're not going to talk about being an arborist right now. That's awesome though. But please continue.
So like I know trees. I also once upon a time was a wildland firefighter. So I live in Idaho currently, and we are in a burn restriction. Which means you cannot have a fire that is not in a metal campfire ring, because we, like you guys, are prone to burn.
Yeah, we're just going to be set on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. I love and adore my roommate. He is my best friend. We have been friends for like 15 years. He's like a brother to me. But he doesn't listen when he's been drinking. And I was like, oh yeah, we need to clean up these like tree parts here and stuff so that the needles aren't like all over the yard, because then we have to rake them up. We'll put them in the burn pit, but like we can't burn. He's like, well, I'll just like take it down a little bit. I was like, no, we can't burn. We're in a burn restriction. He's like, oh, it'll be fine. I was like, no, it won't. He's like, oh, just go take your shower. And I was like, I have a feeling I know what this guy is going to do. He's going to start this. And then I'm going to have to put it out. So I go and have a snack. And then the next thing I know, I hear whoosh. He poured a bunch of gasoline on it and lit it on fire. And there was like 7 to 10 foot flames.
No! I do love Cupcakes has already said whoever set the fire is the bitch. But please continue. That's insane. What happened?
So I kind of freak out. And I run out there and I yelled at him. I was like screaming, yelling at him, like, what are you doing? I told you not to do this. He's like, I thought you were going to take a shower. And I was like, no, because I know you. He's like, well, what? We have a hose. And I was like, do you know how many, like gallons per minute that this thing puts out? Not enough. I know, because I'm a firefighter and there's not enough gallons per minute for this. Like if this got out of control. So I'm like spraying the whole fire down. I'm knocking it down and I'm just yelling at him the whole time. And because I just lost it. Because it's also something where I'm like, this is my job. Like if a neighbor goes by and sees this and calls us in, and my coworkers show up to my front door, like I know we live on 2 acres in the woods, like way out of town, but like this is.
Can I move in, Izzy? I'll replace your brother. Can I replace your brother in this? I won't set any fires. Let me out there. I'll help you be an arborist.
So wait, this is your brother. Does your brother normally listen to you, or is this just like an alcohol thing?
It's an alcohol thing. And
so only when he drinks does he just think, I know what's up, and he does his own thing vis-a-vis fire and other things.
Yeah, and he is like a brother to me because we've known each other for so long. So his grandpa built the cabin that we're in.
So he should know even better that he should protect everything, right?
So, yeah. So I just like don't know how to tackle it, and I feel like a bitch because I have a tendency to yell at him every time he's drunk, and I just yell because it's like he's not listening, and it's like you're not getting it. Like this is serious. This is like my job. That you're kind of putting into jeopardy. Like he's like, well, we don't have any neighbors. And I was like, our neighbor that's right below us isn't here currently, and our neighbor right above us isn't here currently. But if somebody drives by,
fuck with fire like that, dog.
Especially with you, you're literally telling him that, and the two things you know are fire and trees. That's insane. You are actually an expert on this. The fact that I'm
blown away.
You're giving yourself the bitch label. I'm taking it away. I'm taking away your bitch label.
No, you are not a bitch.
Because you're not.
When he sobers up, does he apologize and say, "Oh man, I really wasn't listening. What a dick"?
Not really, unless I address it of like, hey, like I really feel like you crossed a boundary. I feel like you're really like not listening to me and respecting certain things. And then he's receptive and he's like, yeah, my drinking's kind of gone out of control. And then he'll reel it back in for a while. And then
it happens again. Yeah.
And it happens again. And then he's like trying to tell me stuff that I was like, yeah, I know. I told you that 2 days ago. He's like, well, my mom told me this morning. I was like, I know your mom told you this morning because she told me 2 days ago. And then I told you. So you're already telling me something I already know. So I kind of lose my patience because I just am tired of having to repeat myself. I also don't like it when someone asks me a question. I tell them the answer. And then 5, 10 minutes later, I have to do it all over again.
Yeah, it's like talking to Dory from, the movie.
From Finding Nemo, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver Moon Alchemy does ask, how often does this happen? And have you spoken to him about this when he was sober after this?
No, because this happened yesterday.
We got new bitch here. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to be a downer, but this feels like he kind of has a bit of an alcohol problem. I mean, if you're just if it's consistently you're acting like this with alcohol, and it's like, dude, not only are you doing things that are irresponsible and dare I say illegal, you're also just not fun to talk to because you're just repeating shit that I've already heard, and I don't really, it feels like we're disengaged as people, and I feel like your drinking is part of that. So I wonder if that's something you could talk to him about.
So I have in the past when things have gotten really bad. I haven't recently, and I think I think I've been enabling him, honestly.
I mean, look, I think we've all been there.
We have all
been there.
Because it's difficult to talk to someone. Not only is it difficult to talk to someone about their addiction already, but I feel it is 420. Happy 420, everyone. Speaking of my personal addiction.
I'm a baby. I just went, it's 420.
It's 420.
But yeah.
I do feel like even though, it's difficult to be put into these situations, I think coming at this from while you are very rightfully should be angry about this situation, it seems like coming at this person with anger is not working. And they're not listening to you. So I feel like maybe this is the time that you take a step back and even if it is you write out what you want to say of hey, I took the time to write this down, and I'd like you to listen to me because I'd like you to respect the fact that I took the time to write this down and make it so that it is a little bit more important, because now it's past even just being dangerous. He needs help. It sounds like.
And it might not be the kind of thing where he needs to go to rehab full blown type of thing, but you're I just think you getting drunk is not compatible with me hanging out with you.
Slime does say that's the therapy approach right there, but it helps. That is, I know it is we all want to roll our eyes of I gotta write it down, but really taking that extra step, I feel like sometimes helps you organize how you actually want to say it.
I think that's a really good idea because I'm definitely a hothead and Scorpio over here.
Oh, Leo, babe, I hear ya.
I will get you. I will get you with my words. And I've been working really hard in therapy myself to not do that, to be calm and collected.
I think that's where the writing helps. Writing things down helps you not pop off.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Then I kind of know where to go. And then, because if I get derailed, I'm like squirrel.
Also, sometimes if you write it all out, you could just write like mean shit. You can write out whatever you're fucking thinking, even horrible stuff, and then you can edit it and pare it down and make it a little bit more palatable. You know what I mean? Make it not attacking, but it gets it's like a cathartic for you, and then it gets you a little playbook for the combo.
And especially as a fellow hothead myself.
What do you mean?
I know. The whole, the world of don't react, respond, make sure that you take every time you're ready to scream. I mean, it's something I still struggle with, of taking the, physical step back of, okay, let me reconvene, because my problem is I'll get so angry that I start to cry, and then no one's listening to what you're saying. And then I want to just be dead from embarrassment because I'm crying, but it's really because I'm angry and I can't communicate properly. And Izzy, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And I'm sending you all of the positive, good vibes, because these are good. You have great intentions. And I hope that your brother from another mother is going to listen this time. And maybe you make it a point of, I need you to listen this time, or else I need to start creating boundaries for myself.
Yeah.
And I know,
That sounds great.
and I think sometimes men have a hard time hearing this kind of stuff because they feel criticized and that's not allowed. But I think it's like important also to get through, like, I'm saying this because I care about you so much. If I didn't care, I'd just stop fucking hanging out with you, you know? Like
Kristen Briggs says, always good to sandwich it with love and reminders of your good intentions.
Yeah, I'm saying this because I love you.
That's true, because it seems to be like a weekly thing. And last week he wanted me to help him cut down a board with the table saw when he was stumbling drunk. And I was like, I'm absolutely not going to do that. He's like, well, I'll just do it by myself. Then I was like, you're absolutely not going to do that, because then the EMT is going to have to take your ass to the hospital because you cut your finger off.
Yeah.
Like,
this
like,
is tough.
I
This
don't
feels
want
like
you
you've
to
got
get
a kid.
hurt.
I'll tell you that. All right. Well,
Honestly,
Izzy,
even Fatal does say, make him listen to this show. I kind of like, after talking to him, like, I was so upset.
I called into a YouTube show.
Talk about this.
I called it on YouTube.
I am upset. So now you've got it down, because I will say you beautifully did describe your friendship and your relationship with each other. And it's important for us to support each other, even when one of us or some of us are lost. And it's so easy to just be like, you're being dangerous. I'm just pushing you away, which sometimes that's the best route for you. And that's also okay.
Yeah.
I had to until I calmed down.
Yeah.
Right.
Izzy, let us know what happens. I'm interested. I'm invested. I want you guys to stay friends, but I think he needs a little call out sesh, a little interventione. So,
And you got this shit.
Yeah. But thank you so much for calling in, Izzy,
Thanks,
our first
ladies.
caller of the Bitchathon. Have a
Love
great
you
summer.
guys. Thank
Love you.
Hags.
Thank you so much.
Hags, have a good summer.
Hags.
Didn't you write Hags in your yearbook?
Oh, I did. Oh,
the yearbooks?
I hagged it.
Hags, yeah.
As a theater hag myself, I really
Yes.
wrote a lot of hags. Although technically, I used to pride myself with my yearbook entries because I was very good at it.
Oh, you were like, I'm gonna need some time with this one.
Yeah, let
get
me
out like a
sit.
gel pen comes out.
Oh,
She's
all
like,
the
get
gel
out of my way.
pens.
I've got a glitter gel pen. All right. Listen, let's get on to this. Is going to be an ongoing segment throughout the Bitchathon. We are presenting the Summer Bitchathon 2025's Bitch of the Summer.
Bitch of the summer!
Bitch Madness.
Apparently, no one air horns anymore.
Yeah, we do.
We found out
So,
that's, I guess, a
I don't
surefire
care.
way for everybody to know we're old.
Oh, is there like a website that tells me which sound effects are in and out? Like, oh, no one's air horning anymore?
We have a baby pool now. I didn't even notice. I didn't even
what?
notice we have a baby pool.
Oh my God, I wanted that. Oh, it's there. It's there.
Thank you,
I'm opposite.
Eric.
Thank you.
Now we are beachside,
oh, we're
y'all.
so wet. Don't splash us,
Okay.
babies. Okay.
Don't splash us, babies.
So the way that this is going to work is we are going to present to you the first 8 head-to-head matchups of Bitch Madness, and you guys are going to vote. But first, we're going to tell you what the matchups are. Okay, so let's go with our first.
Oh, we've got match.
Look at this gorgeous graphic.
Oh,
the first
baby.
round is M3gan versus Chub Rub.
I love that you keep saying M3.
I only call her M3gan.
And I did have to ask if it was actually M3gan. I asked Jeff yesterday. I was like, is it M3gan? Because
No.
Eric said M3. And I was like, is it M3gan? And it's not
It's
Megan.
Megan.
But it is Megan.
It's Megan, but why say Megan when you can say M3gan?
M3.
I mean,
And I will say nothing. I don't know if I watched the light leave Jeff's eyes as quickly as it did as when I said M3 again. I really, I thought that I was never going to have sex ever again. All right, we're getting lots of chub roast. So
okay, well, this is not where you vote. We're going to tell you where you vote in a second.
you're gonna
Let's
be
go to
voting
the
because
next.
We're going to need your vote.
Oh, wow. M3gan needs your votes, you guys. Chub Rub. The next one, La Boo Boos versus Sunburns. Okay.
We had to explain a little bit on page 7 today, a little bit about the world of Labubu, because maybe I have another co-host that has already purchased 2 Lafufus.
Oh,
which
yeah,
are
don't
the
get
fake.
Lafufud.
They're Lafufus,
No.
and you don't want Lafufus, you want the Labubus out
I got
there.
my daughter Rosie a legit Labubu for her kindergarten graduation. I found a store that had
Jen-
them, and I
Jen
bought
does ask,
one.
what are these? And I understand. For
Just
some,
Google it real quick. It's this toy that got huge because one of the main girls from a K-pop band were
Lisa from Blackpink.
I want to say that this is like big with kids, but it's not. Like there's full full-grown adults that have Labubus. Like Madonna had a Labubu on a red carpet recently. Like people are wearing Labubus all over the place. So look it up.
iCarly says I'd like a Lafufu. Apparently you can get Lafufus at the Dollar General.
Oh, okay. Head on over there.
At the Dollar General.
Oh, yeah. But the thing about Labubus that people like, too, is like, I mean, I think they look like absolutely creepy little demons. There we go.
But we got the boobs.
Most of them that you get, they come in a blind package. So you buy it and then you like open it up and it's like, which one do you get? So a lot of people are unboxing it, blah, blah, blah. Somebody said they heard about them on Drag Race. I'm sure the queens are getting into Labubus. Of course,
Hilaire does say we stand Labubu. It is my child. And I mean, I've got to agree with Hilaire.
I mean, people are making clothes for their Labubus. They're buying clothes for their Labubus. My daughter now has a Labubu and now is like, can I get a t-shirt for my Labubu? And my answer was, fuck no, girl.
Whoa,
I'm not getting you clothes for the doll now. No.
See,
it's going to be a naked Labubu forever.
You say this, but you know if I ever got a Labubu, because I don't know if you've met Gloria, my porch goose.
The goose, yeah.
You were about to say duck. You almost said duck, and I was about to be very offended. And
oh my God, I stopped myself.
Have to see the outfits I have for this.
Yeah, your Labubu would be absolutely like, probably in like designer. You'd like buy more expensive shit for your Labubu. Let's go to the next matchup. Okay, the next matchup is Superman versus mosquitoes. And it's not just general Superman. It's the David Corn Sweat Superman.
It's
this specific Superman.
His last name is Corn Sweat.
Yes.
And so now we've only been referring to him as Corn Sweat. And I do need a thank you, Lizzie Bobby Seed.
Don't miss Gander Gloria is an excellent pun. That's an excellent pun.
Lizzie Bobby Seed, thank you so much. And also Doll Parts, what's Gloria wearing right now? She's wearing her Pride outfit. Thank you very much. And Gabagool, I can see Jackie getting very into Labubus. It's why I have to stay far away from anything that has a little face. And if I can put clothes on it, I shouldn't have it.
Oh, God.
I don't need it. I can't have it. But so here's the thing. Both of our husbands are very big Superman.
Yes, they both like Superman. So I obviously like to make fun of Superman whenever I can.
We gotta make fun of Superman.
But part of me thinks he's like a little bitch with like you have to have a day job. Like, dog, can't you just be a superhero?
We were talking about this yesterday.
You gotta go report and do journalism.
Yes, and I was talking about how like obviously I would rather, and if I have to quantify it like this, I'd rather have sex with Batman. But your husband was like, you really think Superman wouldn't be good? Like, I know that Superman technically is better because he's not just a Bezos with a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
We have to throw it out there that it's like
Superman, you're fucking an alien. So it's gonna get freaky.
To fuck an alien.
Yeah.
This is why it's, but that depends on if you include that in your bitchiness score of Superman.
Yeah. So that's the next matchup is Superman versus Mosquito. Next matchup is
let's get in
the Jurassic Park dinos versus getting day drunk but having a hangover before you go to sleep.
Very specific.
That's very specific, but very good, very common in the summer.
Yes, because
you start a daytime drink. And then you're like, gotta get home and just get to bed. And unfortunately, that hangover starts zinging in around 8 p.m.
And you gotta either keep drinking or go to sleep. There are no other options, or else you
gotta chug a ton of water and take some Advil immediately.
It's just it happens often because on Jack and over on Fridays, with Holden McNeely, we get drunk in the middle of the afternoon, and sometimes I stay up too late, and I so you can tell I brought this concept to the yard.
Yeah, but then I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Bene, a comment says the dinosaurs are girls, queens. The Jurassic Park dinos, they're girls.
And does that make
us
love them more?
So they're bitches.
Are we saying
is a female dinosaur a bitch?
Slay?
Is a female dinosaur a bitch? I mean, that's the question.
Maybe they're all bitches, like female dogs are bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you call a female dinosaur? A dinette? What is it?
Bitch.
Is it Okay, everybody's saying it's dinette.
It is not dinette.
It's not. It's definitely not.
That is so silly.
I appreciate.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was real.
No.
No. Okay.
Em says, I never get hangovers. Oh my God, how old are you?
Oh my God, that's so
I also thought I never got
Okay, next one. Jackie, what's the next one?
Benson Boone versus getting pushed in the pool with your phone in your pocket. If you think about it for a second, these two kind of line up. We got flips, we got flaps. If there is nothing that makes me angrier than getting pushed into a fucking pool. But I know that this is not a concept that fills everyone with rage, so I understand if you're like, I'd rather subject Benson Boone to my rage because he's a flippin' child who, I mean, I guess he's not Mormon anymore, but he is really trying to be Freddie Mercury, and it's very
Hard to
annoying.
shake off that whole Mormon vibe.
Very annoying.
All right, and then
Backflip, bitch, Pogo Marie says.
next one.
And it just right to say straight up antagonizing Holden here, yes, because Holden does like Benson Boone.
Oh, of course he does.
What about the raincoat guy from I Know What You Did Last Summer?
From I Know What You Did Last Summer. That he's coming back this summer with his hook and his raincoat.
Is he coming back with a motherfucking hurricane? I don't.
A hurricane, which is a bigger
So,
bitch. Which is a bigger
Here's the thing.
bitch.
Hurricane season, you know the hurricanes are coming, right? You don't know what. Like, I did a lot of things last summer. Does that mean he's going to show up this summer?
Yeah, they're both killing people. I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't vote on anything of something you like, sort of like better. It's who's the bigger bitch.
Bitch, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Who is displaying bitchy qualities, tendencies?
Yes, and
yeah.
Melissa says he should be doing community theater, not being a pop star. And correct, and I love that. Thank you. I love that.
I hope Benson Boone didn't accidentally stumble on this fucking live stream because
He did.
no love for you here, bitch.
Ayo. And then I would wait for the nothing because you're not Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. There's been
Annoys
about
me.
things that I bit, bitch.
Bitch. Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
that's it.
you.
That's the new
Beautiful
song.
Bitch.
All right, and then there's one more matchup, right?
Yes.
Or two more
matchups.
Two more matchups.
All right.
Tom Cruise versus Shark.
I mean,
What's
this
going on with his nose.
this-
Sorry, we don't talk about people's appearances.
No, we can talk about Tom Cruise's appearance. If you're that big into Scientology and you definitely fuck fish, and there's no way that you don't, you're definitely a bitch, and we're gonna make fun of your nose.
Yeah, but do you think that a shark is kind of Tom Cruise's ultimate? That's his ultimate
What he's
get.
shooting for.
Yeah, he's like, I wrestle the shark into submission, and then it's kind of combining Mission Impossible with his fetishes.
I wouldn't
Listen,
blame
this
him.
is all alleged. Get out of here, Tom Cruise's lawyers. This is alleged things we've heard.
saying alleged?
Things we've heard. I don't want to get sued.
In the gills or in the fin. It really just depends
Tom
on where
Cruise
you
is
fit.
probably shredded in your teeth. I mean, I don't know. He's a wild man. Don't you think he could be doing anything?
And Vivi of the Void says sharks don't deserve this, and they don't. But then here's the thing: I watched Deep Blue Sea over the weekend. I watched Jaws over the weekend because it was the 50th anniversary of Jaws. Everybody feel old?
Yes.
It was the 50th anniversary, and sharks are. They're getting big and they're getting smart. If there's one thing I learned from those shark movies, just the two, it's crazy that Jaws is still the top, by far, shark movie.
Well, what about that Meg movie?
I mean, the Meg exists.
Yeah, okay.
But have you seen?
I
like
haven't.
the Meg.
I
I do
haven't.
like the Meg, but in comparison to Jaws, you just can't. You can't compare.
Right.
Love this. Oh no, I can't click the link. We're re-putting the link in. Don't worry. But also, Marinari, never seen Jaws. You should check it out. It's on Peacock right now.
Oh, is it not
Even as
clickable
blue as
in
my
the
hat,
chat?
it's like a Sharks fan.
Okay, the final matchup is Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez versus your kids being off school.
Now, it's great for the kids to be off school, but word on the street is not as much fun for the parents.
No, but also fucking billionaire psychopath and his wife are just or fiance are trying to buy Venice for their wedding.
This wedding nonsense, hands down, they are the bitch. I don't mean to tell you.
Yeah, don't tell people how to vote, but
I'm sorry, I don't mean to tell you how to vote. But did you see the foam party? Did you see their wedding invitation? Did you see the huge protests of people that were like, if you are literally renting out Venice for your wedding, the city of Venice, you can probably pay more money in taxes. But we're not going to get into taxes right now because let's be real, I don't know anything about them. I just know I don't like them.
yeah. fuck them.
Yeah, I guess they're pretty smart.
I mean, also, fuck your kids being off school, too. That sucks also.
It does. It especially, it seems like it's either really difficult or very expensive.
Oh, yeah. It's both.
Or very expensive and really difficult.
It's both, yeah.
Yeah.
But, teachers need their break, and I respect teachers, so that has nothing to do with this.
They need, they have to have the break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not a part of the bitch side of this discussion.
Oh, at somebody's point, summer vacation, kids being home off school, that's every year. This Bezos wedding is going to be gone on a weekend.
You're right.
So if you're thinking about voting for the other side, just saying.
You're right.
We're not trying to influence anybody's vote here. This is not a rigged election.
Thank you
so
guys
you
for
guys
voting.
basically have about 20 minutes to vote in this first round. If you're, go to bit.ly/bots vote. We're doing hashtag bots, which is bitch of the summer.
Because apparently also
there's nowhere to use the hashtag.
Makes you a millennial, but you know what, guys?
I like that
what they tell us to do.
This will mix in on Instagram with people like using bots to like get followers or influence elections, and then we're like, bots, who's a bitch?
Cass says, I don't understand how to vote. So if you just look up who's the bee is popping in the bit.ly/bots vote link, and even if you just highlight that and put it in your browser, you can vote over there.
Yeah.
And we love getting your votes. And
YouTube's not letting stuff be clickable from the chat.
Oh,
I get it, YouTube. I thought you guys were at the forefront of the fucking.
I appreciate you guys because we're all learning. We're all learning.
Well, YouTube
We're
doesn't want
learning the world
anyone to
of YouTube.
click out of their platform. That's it.
Yeah.
So like
It's
links
they're
are not
going anywhere.
So the link is
You're fine.
bit.ly/bots vote. You can just type that into a browser and vote. People are getting their votes in, and we are going to go back to the phones.
We are going to go back to the phone. I do want to just real quick bring up Bitch Go. I'm sorry.
Oh, Bitch Go. Oh my
I
God.
haven't even brought up Bitch Go yet.
So
because
sorry.
There is a reason why we have the coconut rum down here. Mostly because I guess I really want to destroy my tomorrow, but we noticed here on Who's the Bitch, sometimes we have things that kind of overlap with other people.
There are a bunch of recurring themes to a lot of calls that we get. And so Kelly, our amazing producer, has made us Bitch Go.
Bitch Go.
Who's the bitch bingo?
Bitch bingo. Oh, we got bitch bingo.
It's
and
bitch
so
bingo.
I would love to see if Izzy happens
that's it.
to be on. We've got alcohol involved. It is on the bitch bingo,
hell
everybody.
yeah. So
if you want to join us, I'm gonna
take a little shot of my jalapeno buzzball.
Okay, you take a shot of your jalapeno buzzball. Sounds like you're scared of the coconut.
I'm a little scared, but I might go for one later.
You might have a little teach later. I'm just
Okay, here.
a little tunch. Oh God, it was too much.
Wait, give me a little.
Oh, just a little bit?
I don't want to be a bitch. I don't want to be a little bitch. Ooh, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's a little baby shot for mom. Okay.
You got BB shot from mom. Well,
So-
we've got hours to go, guys.
Hours to go.
Yes, everyone. How great. Can we please give it up for Gurney? Gurney killed it with the bitch bingo.
Yes.
Eric killed it with the bitch madness. I know there's
I hope
not
we
the
get
end
bingo.
yet, but
We've got to get it in a row. We got to get a line.
we got to get a
gotta
line,
get a
guys.
line.
So that's why we got to get to another call.
Oh, that's burned.
wow. That is
That burned.
90%.
Hello.
90%. Hello.
Thank you for calling Who's the Bitch? What's your name? What's your bitchuation?
Hi, ladies. How are you?
We're good.
Great. What's going on?
It's so good to meet you. My name is Ernie.
Ernie.
I have a bitchuation for you guys. You gals. I'm sorry.
No,
I want to make
we'll
sure to
take
see
it.
what. Yeah. I wanted to see what you guys thought about this. Before I start, by the way, Kara, I think you and I have a connection where you and I both worked on Drag Race at the same time.
Oh, no way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I just ran into one of the cameramen at my live comedy show like a week ago.
Oh,
So I'm
cool.
running into
Yeah.
Drag Race people all over the place. What did you do on Drag Race?
I was their clearance producer, so anytime any third-party
Yeah.
material would come in, I would have to reach out to the people and make sure that it's all clear and we're all good to go.
Oh,
and stuff
cool.
like that.
Season 12?
I was there from season 8 to season 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
we met
Well,
those,
Connection.
bumped into each other.
We had
Yeah,
quite a
once
summer.
in
We had quite a summer out in Sylmar.
Yeah.
They're in a different place now, everybody. Don't go to Sylmar looking for Drag Race. But that's cool, Ernie. We probably like ate lunch together like every day in the big room.
It was like Iron Man and like Captain America like crossing paths, you know?
Yeah. Ships in the night.
We know what that means.
Yeah.
And Jackie, I love you. I've followed you forever, Jackie, so I love you.
I love you too, Ernie. Thank you so much for calling in. What's going on? Let's dig.
Yeah, tell us.
So my situation is a few years ago, I was in LA working for this company that Kara and I worked for.
Yeah.
And my family lives up north in Northern California. I went for Thanksgiving dinner at my brother's house. And my brother and my sister-in-law, they started drinking immediately. Like once I got there, I could tell that they were already like kind of, three sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I was like, oh, I'm kind of beat. I'm going to take a nap and stuff like that. While I was taking a nap, my brother, my younger brother, and his girlfriend showed up. And his girlfriend is a little like shy. She doesn't really say hello or, like kind of awkward and stuff like that. And so I hit the bingo.
Yeah, get that alcohol vibe. I mean, who knows? It might bridge multiple rounds of bitch-go.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a family thing here. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get in there.
So,
yeah.
So anyway, I go upstairs to take a nap. I'm like, I'm like having a nice little nap. And then an hour later, I hear screaming and yelling from downstairs.
Uh-oh.
No.
And so I run downstairs and I'm like, what is going on? And apparently because like my brother's wife, got very upset with my brother's girlfriend because she didn't immediately say hello. And so they were like, how's it going? And she's like, everything's good, except because your bitch girlfriend is here and didn't say hi to me. I'm very upset. And and then like my mom instinctively, like my mom lives with my older brother or used to live with him at least, got very upset and started defending my younger brother's girlfriend. Then just like chaos erupted because there's drunk people, there's emotional people, there's just like calamity happening pretty much. And so my younger brother was like, I'm not going to stay here for Thanksgiving. We're taking off. And my brother and his girlfriend, they're like, his girlfriend's in tears. My brother was fighting with my older brother. And so it was just like insane. And so I was like kind of in the middle, like in one of those like Saving Private Ryan movies where you're like Tom Hanks and you're like just like looking around and seeing like what the hell is happening,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, so I was like, I think I'm just gonna like go have Thanksgiving dinner with friends or something like that. And my sister-in-law for my my older brother, she says like, yeah, and you should take your bitch mother with you. And I was like,
what did you say?
Wait, so this is just your one brother's wife that keeps calling everybody a bitch?
Yeah, she's hammered. She's been hammered.
Yeah, she's bombed. Okay.
It don't matter. What are you doing, girl?
Yeah, and so for a little bit of context, she's the type of woman that like when you walk into her house, she's like, look at this giant like TV that we bought. It's $1,500. Look at this ottoman that we bought. It was $800 and stuff like that. And so like when I had my bags and I was walking out, I paused and I turned around and I'm like, you know what? All this, it doesn't buy you class.
Money can't buy you class.
Can't buy you class.
As Countess Luanda Lesseps has told us all.
She is so right.
Money can't buy you class. Right. Elegance learned. Okay.
Yeah. That erupted into like, and like I could have just walked out and like, gone into the ether. But I said that and it erupted more problems from my brother, my sister-in-law, my mom, me, and my brother and my younger brother. So am I the bitch for not taking the high road and leaving, or am I the bitch for saying that?
I think what you said pales in comparison. What you said on the bitchometer is like a 1. Calling your mother a bitch is like a 17. So I don't know.
Mother-in-law, right? With mother-in-law or mother?
So no, it's my mom.
Yeah.
Because my mom, like literally a year before my dad had died. And so,
I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's okay. You know, it was years ago, and you know, we've grown and stuff like that. But she went to live with my older brother, but then my older brother like took her in, but then started charging her rent and like expecting her to be like up at like 5 a.m. to take care of her children and stuff like that. It was just a nightmare. But the reason I'm asking is because I'm asking if I'm the bitch if I instigated when I could have just walked out the door. You know what I mean?
No, I think sometimes people that are acting like assholes need to be told that they're acting like assholes. You didn't scream, you didn't yell, you didn't break shit. You just said calmly, what you're doing here ain't it, bitch.
Ain't it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Especially, I feel like she might be one of those people that I feel like sometimes there are people in our life that when they do something like this that is more explosive or more incendiary, and then you bring it up later and they're like, when? Like, when?
Yeah,
Like, when
give an
did I ever
example.
do
When
that?
did I
Like,
do that?
This is a great... You stuck up for yourself, Ernie. You stuck it good. But you were doing it not only for you, but you were doing it for your family as well. And you gotta defend your family. Maybe I'm just being a little bit of a Sopranos ass bitch over here, but you know, not all the time. There are obviously times when your family is being very wrong, but in this case, I don't think it was bitchy to call out this person because there are so many ways in which you could have done it that would have been low. That you really could have taken her out at the knees. And at that point, even then, I'd be like, I mean, you shouldn't have said it like that, but I think it's good that you said something. So
What's it been like since?
What's it been like since?
No contact, really. Actually,
No
my
contact.
brother. Yeah, no.
And your
contact.
brother's just like, no, my wife rocks. Like her behavior is totally cool and this is awesome.
Oh yeah, they're like a Disney family where they're like their Facebook, you know, like
Oh,
photos
my
are all
God.
them,
Oh my
like,
God, go watch
hugging
Step
and,
Brothers.
like, life is perfect and stuff like that. But
It's just like
you know.
there's something hilarious about just being a person that talks about money and stuff and then gets blackout drunk and it gets offended about not getting hugged correctly or not getting like addressed correctly for a
Properly
hello.
addressed when
like
someone
it's
walks
so
What are you,
unhinged.
Cleopatra? Like it's just also like I don't need to kiss the ring every time. Like that shouldn't be. And if that's what you expect, then we need to have a conversation. And I do hope that you get to a point that maybe you are able to talk a little bit more with your brother if that's something that you want, or if you want to continue being no contact. I mean, I wouldn't fucking hold it against you.
Yeah, no, I've actually tried, and he's, you know, he told me, he was like, oh, I was wrong that night and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. But he never like makes real contact with me anymore. So it's just kind of like, I've kind of dropped it. You know what I mean? I've realized like my younger brother, he's like fantastic and wonderful. And so I love him and stuff. So it's just like, you know, you take what you get. You're like family sometimes can be real shitheads. Yeah, it's always like kind of hung on me. Like, did I like instigate at that night? You know what I mean? And so I was just trying to figure out.
No,
if I was
I don't think so. I think people need to get called out for this kind of behavior, and you did it in a way that was like not destructive and shitty, and I think that's perfectly fine.
And if she's not going to hear you, and if your brother's not going to hear you, which you were effectively communicating, I feel in that moment, and it sounds like they don't really want to, and that's such a hard thing to accept. But I think that even you calling in, I hope that this encourages you that I think you made the right decision. And
it does.
I wish you all, like, I hope that maybe you guys will get to a place that you can work on it.
Yeah, we'll you know, we'll see what happens. But
what does your mom say about everything?
Yeah, because usually this
My
all
mom-
comes to a head when mom is like,
When
please
mom's
talk
like,
to
"Not
each other.
anymore."
The family is breaking apart.
Yeah, my mom is very Blanche Dubois, where she's very like, oh, and like faints, you know.
Oh, with the vapors. Yeah, like, I could never.
Yeah, she's like, oh, my stars, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff. But, you know, she appreciated that we like defended her and stuff like that. And, you know, she's taken care of now, and, you know, we love her, and she's, you know, she's the typical mom. You know, she can be a pain in the ass, but we love her anyway. So, but other than that, yeah, no, it's been great. But I like that the little pool guy just popped up in the corner.
Thank you,
of
the babies.
show.
The babies
Yeah.
are.
Those are our Who's the Bitch babies.
Yeah.
You have
The
to name them.
mascots.
You have to name them.
Yeah.
Oh, we have
Yeah.
to
That's a
name
spin-off
them. Well,
show.
babies can
Oh.
be bitches too.
They're little bitches. Okay, so one's name
Can
is
one be named
Mackenzie.
Ernie?
This one's Mackenzie.
Can the little brown one be named Ernie?
Yes, Ernie and Mackenzie.
Ernie and Mackenzie.
Yay.
Just for you, Ernie. Thank you so much for calling
Thank
in.
Ernie.
I really appreciate
Hey, I love
My
you,
friend
gals.
in drag race.
love.
Yeah,
I get
thank
up
you
at-
for calling in. This was great to talk to you.
And you
No,
end
it's fantastic. I get up at 3 a.m. and I listen to you while I'm chain smoking. So
Oh, hell
yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell
Great
yeah.
way to start.
We
the
forgot to
day.
say this podcast goes great with cigarettes. We forgot to say
it's
that.
amazing.
Don't
Amazing.
say that because I will go.
I know, stop. We're both like recovering smokers. but
Recovered.
Yeah. All right.
Sending you love, Ernie. Thank you so much.
Just ever so everybody knows, a few people in the chat are mentioning it. I am having a bit of an allergy attack.
You're
on
doing
one
great.
eye. I don't want people to think I'm crying over Ernie telling his
Kara's
sister-in-law
been-
that she's a bitch.
Kara's been crying since the beginning.
I
Don't
can't
let
stop.
her lie
It's
to
so
you.
unfair.
It is.
She just, you know what? You have to say hi to your sister-in-law in a specific way, and if you don't, it's just not okay.
Get fucked. You all get fucked.
No, but seriously, I took a fucking Zyrtec 45 minutes ago. What the hell?
And it's not doing shit. But I
okay.
was there a brother sister, Gurney, on Bitch Go?
Yeah.
Everyone in chat was
There's
saying brother sister.
or a sibling thing. Do we have a sibling thing on there?
Do we have something on the Bitch Go? Sister,
Mama
brother,
drama. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Babes,
There we go.
everybody, get your rums on.
All right, we're taking another little. We're taking another little sippy doo.
Rums on to you, Bitch Go. Happy Bitch Go for everybody.
Oh fuck! That shit is like paint thinner.
Yeah,
like,
I
what are
love
we
it. I think it's
doing?
good. I think it's stripping the back of my throat. We're just taking little.
This is no Malibu, I'll tell you. Parrots
little
Bay's got nothing on Malibu.
No, I am the one that purchased this off. I guess
And
it's
it's
not
in a
off-brand. It is
plastic
Parrot Bay.
bottle.
It is in a plastic bottle. It's because I got it for Funhouse. All right, I don't usually treat myself.
Yeah.
Like this, okay.
Here at Who's the Bitch, we're usually a little bit more classy. Like
I mean,
this
get
is
your
a
balls up.
1999 bottle of soft
Whoa,
blanc. So I'm
okay,
just
let's
saying we're a
party
little
like it.
classier on the lanai than Parrot Bay in a plastic bottle, but I'm drinking it.
Yes,
Okay.
hell
I'm
yeah.
drinking it because you know what? Money can't buy a class.
Elegance is learned.
Before we take our next call, can I point out one comment that it zoomed by, but I had our producer clip it for us?
Oh.
It's from JDMF87.
Hi, JDMF.
This is my monthly call out to the LPN tech crew. The notification sound you use is the same sound as the Grindr new message notification.
Wow. That actually was that done on purpose? Anybody
Yeah,
done
well,
on
we're
purpose?
trying to
Wait,
trying to
which one
basically
is
do
it?
a Pavlovian boner. Like
Yeah.
you get a little bit of a boner
Everybody get
every
hard.
time you hear a little ba-ding.
It's bitches. Everybody
Yeah.
get hard. Honestly, we could change it to the burp, 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 which is Love Island, and that sound lives in my brain.
We can't change it. That's from Whereby, the call-in service we use.
Oh, so whereby
Yes.
has something to do with
Wow.
boners on Grindr.
Yeah, not an accident. We did it on purpose. And we'll never
Well,
change it.
JDMF 87, I hope you're still on and you saw that we actually addressed your habituation with the Grindr sound. All right, let's take another call.
Yes, please. We're moving on up.
Boop. Thank you for calling. Who's the bitch? Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm literally calling from work because this situation is really just.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. You're
Fucking love.
If
Okay.
you're just
Okay, we're all
Okay,
at work right now. We all
hold
have to
the
chill.
fuck
We're
on.
at work right now.
This
Love
rocks
this.
so hard I can't even deal.
Yes, please, cheers.
Okay. If you're not watching
Everyone's
the live
cheersing
stream,
for you, by the
if
way.
you're not watching this and you're just listening to this, because we're gonna release like a best of like hour of this 3-hour thing. Our caller, who hasn't given us her name yet, is calling from work, full headset, cubicle realness, and I'm obsessed.
Loving it, living it.
I'm obsessed.
You can
You
call
all
me
should be getting
Carly.
paid for being on our live stream
Yes.
and calling in, and you have actually fucking hacked the Matrix, girly. Tell us what's up.
Thank you.
Give us everything.
So this has all happened within the span of today.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
Fresh,
fresh
a
off the
fresh
fucking bitch press.
situation.
Okay.
yes. Okay. So I've been going out with this guy. I'm not really sure what the vibes are. Like we've just been getting to know each other.
Okay.
And it's been fun. It's been cool. Whatever. It's been chill. He kind of acts like he's going to war sometimes, in the sense that he wanted me to meet his mom and like his whole family on like the third date. Mind you, he's going back to Nashville in a couple months.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Real quick before we continue. When you're saying whole family, we talking like Gma? We talking like or it was it like
immediate family?
Okay,
So like his
okay.
little brother, his older brother, his mom. Like
Okay.
he wanted me to come over and like cook dinner at his house, which is
Oh!
sweet, but it's like that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So
Third date. That's a lot.
yeah, and so it's like our fifth date now or whatever. Like it's not like a lot of time has gone past. He invited me to his house again, and I feel like I made it clear the first time that I didn't want to do that because we're not and then
There
we
yet.
had
You're not
this-
there yet.
Literally. And then we had this whole conversation about how, oh, we're not really flirting that much. We're just kind of trying to get to know each other. Like this might be friend territory.
Yeah.
So when today he like tries to pressure me to go to his house and then tries to pressure me to go to like the pool and hot tub in his community, whatever. And I'm just like, no. And then text him in this morning and I give an alternate plan because I'm just like, let's compromise. He does not text me back for 8 hours.
Okay.
8 hours.
And then
And then
text you what?
texts me and says, so what time would make sense?
So just not acknowledging what you. Oh no.
Like, sorry,
Oh, no.
I was in an 8-hour meeting and that's why I couldn't respond.
Oh
he's
no.
unemployed. He's
Listen,
unemployed.
I
He's
think
got
we gotta.
nothing to do all day besides post on Instagram. And like, to be fair, ladies, I'm on my period. So
Okay.
I'm like angry. And so I need like some level-headed, like,
How many dates have you gone on total with this guy?
I want to say like 6, like 5, like 6 or 7.
And have
like,
we done like any kissy anything? Do you feel anything for him?
Not really. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get tingles. Like, it doesn't, like, it's
Yeah.
fun to hang out with him in a friendship way. So I think I was trying to maybe maneuver that.
Right.
But this just like pissed me off because
Yes.
it's like, so since I don't want to go to your house and like you're not interested in me anymore, I don't know.
It's kind of giving I'm texting a few other girls to see if they want to go to the pool. And then when they don't respond, it's like, okay, back to the original girl. Hey, when do you want to do the thing you wanted to do?
exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I would remove. I am not currently bleeding and have not bled in many years, and I'm just angry. I might be angrier than you are. This is
No, this is bullshit.
And everything that you said, everybody in chat, and also, hi, I didn't even realize it was you, Carly. Love you, babe.
Love you, chat.
Please,
Bad date. Yes.
girl, check, girl, not worth your time, bitch.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, we know iCarly here on this chat, and we know that you are an absolutely interstellar human being that is a wonderful part of our community, and nobody that is a part of our community deserves to deal with that bullshit because it's silent treatment and then it's completely negating what you are communicating and asking for. And if that is at its base, that should be baseline what we all deserve in a relationship is someone, if you take the chance to communicate something that you need to be heard and they don't even give you that respect,
Yeah.
fuck off.
No, this guy, listen, you went on 6 dates. I think you went on probably 4 dates too many. I
understand
And I
that
understand
because
that's
you wanted to
okay.
get out. You want-
That's okay.
you stay-
No, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're not a
he should be
psychopath and-
fucking,
yeah.
he should be lucky he got those 4 extra dates. Like,
Yeah.
I think like we're done here. It's time to wrap it up. Your period has honestly nothing to do with it. If anything, it highlights the you're not in the mood to like accept any kind of bullshit. And this is bullshit. This whole thing's bullshit.
Cal does
Okay,
say, okay.
thank you.
Cal says, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate because I'm so bad at responding to texts, but yeah, he's not worth it. Because it's the thing. Notice, it's not even the 8 hours. It's the silent treat. Yes, that is, obviously he heard something he didn't want to hear and he didn't
Yeah.
know how to fucking respond. And so what he did was just think, well, I'm just going to wait and I'm just going to say that we're going to do this anyway, which I feel like, I'm not even going to say that that's a male thing to do. I think it's just some people really, truly feel like what they want and their time is way more important than anything you want, and that ain't somebody you want to be in a relationship with.
Yeah, like I think it's time to be like, bye, sir. But I think you just say like, we honestly, I don't think we are compatible in terms of like communication style, in terms
That's a
of
nice way
how
of saying
fast
it.
we're moving, like in terms of what we're looking for. But like, I don't even think at this point you need to even do the friend thing. I think it's like if you're gonna be friends, like I would just sort of cut bait on this one.
Especially like if you were really feeling it, I feel like I'd be like, hey, again, what I just said. Like I feel like I would.
Yeah.
But
has he ever before like taken that long to fucking respond to a text in the course of planning 6 other dates?
It has happened. So the first time it happened was the first time that I didn't want to go to his house.
Oh, so that's when things started getting slow. Okay.
Exactly.
I think this is a worldview issue and you need to get the fuck out of there.
He's like a nice guy, like a quote unquote nice guy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So
with the little copyright mark over the front of the end.
Exactly. So I was like, let me give him a chance. But then after all this happened today, I was like, I need to call in and see if it's like within reason to just be like, you know what? You go like walk off a shore pier.
It's within reason to just say, I'm not feeling it, babe. Check you later.
I get you, iCarly, because I feel like there were so many times where I'm like, I mean, I'll go one more time. Like it's just, but then then you like blink and 5 years have gone by and you're like, why am I still doing this? So I'm proud of you. Cut it out.
Email us or leave us a voicemail or tell us how it turns out when you how he responds, because I feel like he's going to be weird and I want to hear about it. But yeah, you guys can always go to who'sthebitch.com. That has all the ways to call in. Somebody just asked before, how do we call in? It's bit.ly/LPN hotline. You can go to that directly from who'sthebitch.com.
Love it.
You can also email us, DM us, leave a voicemail, etc. If you prefer not to be as brave as Carly and call into the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling us, Carly.
I will see Chat and Jackie tomorrow night.
All right.
So much
Love
love,
you both.
babe.
Have a lovely evening.
Oh my God, you too, babe. We'll have a great rest of your shift. Hopefully,
Oh my
it doesn't
God,
drag.
I'm so obsessed calling from a cubicle.
I love.
Amazing. I wanted so bad someone to come up and go, Carly, how are we doing on the reports? And her be like, I'll be right there. I'm just calling into a live stream.
Honestly, I feel like we would have immediately jumped in of like talking about the products. Like I feel like we could have made up. Like it's like this is a business meeting.
Yeah. Actually,
We
we're
need to
very interested in your services.
Yes.
Okay, before we move on to our next call, round 1, it has closed on Bitch Madness for Bitch of the Summer. We are ready to reveal who has made it to round 2.
Yes. Let's get into it.
Pew, pew, pew.
I need to know, and I need everyone.
And little Ernie and Mackenzie are dying to know. They're drooling in the pool.
Yeah, and they're getting their shit all over the floor. They're shitting to such an extent that it's coming out.
You know what? I don't normally do this to a baby, but fuck you,
baby. But not you, Ernie. We love you. Just fuck the babies. Just because there's too much equipment around here. And they need to get in line. Now, we didn't have a different, I apologize, Gurney. Did we have a different bitch go for the last one? I know that it's not every single. Did we do bitch go already? Bad date. We did that bitch go already. All right, we have bad date. Jackie, you're not allowed to drink any more coconut rum. Not yet, at least. But sending you love. What you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's happening with round 2 of the.
We're gonna get there. Do we need to take another call first?
Yeah, let's take another call. We're figuring
take another
out.
call. We're gonna get to that. We'll get to the bitch madness, and we also, I do see a guest in the wings over there that we'll probably have to get to pretty soon, but not yet. Hold on with bated breath, you little lizard.
Ooh, who's calling?
All right, let's find out. Hello.
Oh my God, I'm here.
Hi, welcome. Oh my God, you have just gorgeous eyes. Said it, you love. What's your bitchuation?
Everybody gets a compliment.
I appreciate it. Hi, I'm Vivi. So my situation, my bitchuation, as it were, there's one very obvious bitch in the equation. That's my dad.
Yes.
Last year, we found out that my dad had been cheating on my mom for at least 24 years, and they've been
Whoa.
married about 32 at this point, right?
So your life.
Yeah, exactly. We had no idea. It all came out. My mom found like a letter that he had been writing to a sweetheart back in the Philippines, and it all came out. He confessed to everything. So, and as it turns out, he's been doing this a very long time, and it started back in 2001 when he started having sex with sex workers, because we all dealt with 9/11 differently, I guess.
Yeah.
But so we've been like kind of this.
He had his own
whole,
way of
like,
never forgetting.
I mean, you know, there.
Yeah.
Just,
Fuck.
yeah.
So he's obviously a bitch, right? But like the real problem has been like, so it's me, my 2 younger siblings, and my mom. And my mom couldn't be like a nicer lady if she tried. She is like, I love her so much. Even before all this came out, I would have like picked her over my dad in a heartbeat. Like,
right.
Like he wasn't like a terrible parent to me, but like she was like the parent, right? So we just went on this like nice trip to Scotland, my siblings and my mom and me. Wow. And it just like kind of as like a cleansing kind of like ritual. And it was great. And we're already talking about the next trip that we're going to take together. But my question to y'all has more to do with like how we're like moving through the situation, how we're like kind of getting through it. Because the problem that we had while we were on this trip was that like my mom's been seeing this therapist, and who evidently has been like encouraging her to like have these moments of closure with me and my siblings. And my siblings and I are doing like fine relatively, because we weren't married to the guy. Like we have each other, and we have our mom, and we're doing a lot better, and we have all the sympathy for her. But she's like obviously having like, you know, the worst year of her life. And she started taking it out on us, like in like little situations that were like frustrating, right? And me being the oldest, like I'm kind of like, I was trying to like act as the buffer, but like at the same time, I'm a 32-year-old woman, and my mother is yelling at me in the middle of Glasgow, and I just don't know how to like. On one side, like I don't want to have to deal with this, but on the other side, like, you know, this woman is having a shit year.
Yeah.
So like my question to you is like I like obviously like it was nothing that would like sour any upcoming trip that we would take together. But like my question to you, like in those situations, how do I like, you know, both like I don't think I should be the only mediator, but like my siblings are over here like, you know, talking shit about how frustrating it is, and my mom's over here crying. So like what's the happy medium here?
Oh, that's so tough. That's so tough because, like, first of all, shout out to oldest sisters that have to fucking do a lot of extra work.
Or just any of the siblings that have to do all the emotional work.
Right.
I feel you and I see you. It is difficult. And it's so difficult because then you hear on one side from like all the bitching, which is understandable from your siblings, and you get that. But then you go over here and you talk to your mom, and it's like, well, I don't appreciate how you're talking to me, but I also don't feel like, I know that you're going through a lot right now, but I also should not be treated this way, even though you are going. And so it's so difficult, I think, sometimes to recognize, especially while we're all out here desperately trying to work on our mental health, to put it all together, that I feel like we're so open to be like, I'm empathetic, Mom, with to what you're going through. But I do feel like that you all do need to talk as a family, but I think you need to get your siblings at least more in a place, or at least talk to them about your mom's feelings, and talk about it in the way of mental health, because I feel like some people just shut down of like when you try to give empathy to another person just because they don't like what they're saying and what they're doing, which is fair. It usually is an easier choice. Or that's not true. Sometimes it's more difficult. But what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's like, it sounds like you're trying to give your mom a little bit of grace, but also you don't want it to get to a point where you feel like you guys are like being mistreated. Is that kind of what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because like my younger siblings are also like in their 20s. So like we're all full grown adults here.
Yeah, right.
So like we don't necessarily want to have to like next trip we go on, we don't want to have to like worry as much about our mom yelling at us like we're 10 in the middle of
I think that's like universal beyond what's gone on with your family drama. Like,
sure,
I am well older than 32, and I still have issues where my mom has to tell my dad she's not a kid. Like, you cannot talk to her like that anymore. You know, so that's like a universal thing that definitely needs to happen. I would say a pre-trip. Come to Jesus.
Convo.
Convo. Nothing like super. Come to
Before
Jesus
you
is
start
the wrong word.
planning the next
yeah,
one,
I would just say like, and mom, like, you know, last time there were a couple outburst moments, and we totally want to give you the grace of knowing that you've had a lot going on. Yep, we got
travel problems
and mama drama.
Yes, it is.
We got mama drama.
On the we are on the bitch go.
Definitely gonna get bitch go.
I need to call out Pogo Marie. I appreciate this because this is something that I've also been dealing with in my current situation. Pogo Marie says it's probably hard for her to realize that this isn't just traumatic for her.
Right.
That it's also traumatic for all of you.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
And that is and thank you, Pogo Marie, because that is such a huge section of this. At least, you know, you guys know what I've been going through in my life. And it's also the discussion of this is not only happening to you, it's happening to all of us. It's happening to all of us differently. But even you said that, like, you know, your siblings are, of course, affected by it. You're not. Because you're older and not, you know, little ones, you are not quite as rocked by it. Also, you're not in the house. But I think maybe telling your mom of ways in which this does affect you might make her feel like, oh, this is something we're going through together. Because regardless of how you're dealing with it, you are going through this together.
And just like pre-trip, it's like, Mom, we're going to Thailand. I don't know where you're going. You know, there's going to be a lot of go there. It's great. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of trip logistics. There's going to be some jet lag. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, and that, like, if you're feeling like, I honestly, it feels like you're talking to like a kid almost in a way. Like, if big feelings are coming up for you, what's a way, like, what would you like for us to do? Give you space? We're trying to avoid getting screamed at in a town square again, you know? So like, what's like a good way? Like, what would you need from us? Should there be like an hour a day that we separate from each other, and like you can you can take a nap or do whatever the fuck you like to do?
What do we?
I don't know. Like, I just think like. I think phrasing this within the, like, how can we have the best trip possible is also kind of a way of not being like, we need to talk to you about how you acted on the last trip because you fucking made us feel bad. You know, I think it's almost a way of getting there without, you know what I'm saying? Like, planning the next trip and being like, we're not mad. Like, we understand everything's been going on for you, but we all want to have the best time possible. So like, what do you... Like, let's all work on it. Does anyone else have suggestions? Like, get your siblings on board, you know, like everyone just kind of talk about it, but without like blame and,
right. And not being defensive.
Stop being such a bitch, Mom. Cause like she is being a bitch, but she has the right to, like, not the right. But we got to give her a little grace to be a bitch when somebody's been betraying her for 2.5 decades.
Exactly.
After she gave birth to 3 children and probably did 90% of the work, not to. We've been getting some comments that we side with women too much. Yeah, we do.
I mean,
so
legit.
I'm just assuming.
We do, yeah.
Look, I love men too, but I'm just saying, I think that this woman's probably done a ton of work. You said your mom is super sweet and great, like, and now she's just like, where did it get me? This guy fucking, you know, so I get, you know, her, but you guys are not the punching bags. You're there for her. You're there to lift her up and help her get through this. And maybe she just needs to hear that too, you know?
Yeah. And that it's so hard when they're acting like this to be like, I support you. I need you to know that I'm here and that I support you, because right now you don't really want to support them. You kind of want to bop them on the nose.
You cut it out.
But that's what the conversation is going to be for. And I know, you know, especially as the person that keeps all of the emotions in check in the family, you know what you gotta go do.
Yeah. I think, Jackie, you mentioned it earlier. I am also one of those people of like, if I get too frustrated, if I get too like, you know, like if the conversation becomes too intense, I start crying and I just can't do anything about it. It's an anxiety response, and that makes things so much worse.
Yes.
So it's like trying to keep it below that level is always like the biggest challenge.
Especially when people think you're like taking it to a next level, and you're like, I'm not trying to like build this up. It's just sometimes I cry if I have too many emotions, and I don't know what to do with myself, and I don't want to say anything that I shouldn't. I don't want to be mean just because I'm upset. So all I do is I break down and I shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm with you, babe.
All been there.
You've
Thank
got
you.
this
Thank
because
you.
this can be fixed. This is you're and also remember your family's going through such a difficult time period right now. The fact that you were able to go on that trip, and the fact that even though it's difficult right now, the fact that you're all still talking to each other, fucking mazel.
Yeah,
Good
this is
for you.
great. I think it's great you're doing these trips.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
I mean, but also your mom is very traumatized and has probably been gaslit for 2 decades. So let's, you know.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I am
God.
sending you and your siblings love. You guys are gonna get through this, but I wish you all the best. And please let us know if you guys ended up talking to her, if you guys end up like we went another trip and everything was fucking awesome, which I know is what's gonna happen. Yeah, I just point at the camera. You know I mean it now.
Yes.
I'm Steve Martin in Leap of Faith, and that might be too old of a reference for
Honestly,
you. But
email us and email us and tell us where you're going on the trip. I just want to imagine it.
yes.
I just,
definitely.
you know, I
Yeah.
never trips. I don't.
I mean, we're stuck here with the babies.
yeah, we
It's
got,
all right.
we
We've
got
the
these fucking
babies.
babies. You think we can bring these two on the
Can't bring
plane?
the babies?
Are you kidding? Explosive diarrhea.
No.
All right, listen. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you all.
Sending you and your mom and your
Jackie.
Sid's
Love y'all so
love.
much.
And
Thank you.
awesome.
Also, this bitch go shot. Did I take the bitch go shot?
Yeah, no, we just hit 2 in that round, so we probably
Well,
have
I mean,
to do
well, I have
another
to
little bit of. Oh, she got to refill her Parrot Bay. All right, let's get to the winners of round 1. In the match of Chub Rub versus M3gan, Chub Rub wins.
Wow.
Okay, Chub Rub,
That is
a bigger
already-
bitch than a murderous teen robot. Okay.
Surprise out the gate.
Yes, M3gan, not even on the second round.
M3gan.
Sunburns versus Labubu. Sunburns came out on top. Okay, we got some Labubu freaks here. They do not think Labubus are bitches. They
No,
love them.
they're loving 'em.
And they do not like getting a little sunburn, which, yeah, we shouldn't. Mosquitoes versus Superman. Okay, you guys are with our husbands loving Superman. Mosquitoes
Wow,
win.
mosquitoes won
bigger
out,
bitch.
even with corn sweat, even with the corn sweat himself.
Getting day drunk and getting a hangover before bed beats the Dinettes, okay?
Wow.
Benson Boone beats getting shoved in a pool with a phone. People think this guy is
Wow,
a
you
bigger
hear that,
bitch.
bigger bitch? You hear
People
that,
think
bigger
that
bitch?
He is a
Holden?
bigger bitch than fucking paying
Bigger
$800 for a new
bitch.
iPhone. Wow.
Bigger bitch.
Losing all your texts and your contacts. Maybe you backed up. I don't know. Okay.
They're all waterproof now.
Yeah,
just
I
so you
think
know.
I think they're waterproof now. but
Waterproof or
still.
water resistant?
Water resistant.
Water
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
they can be submerged.
Yeah, I don't.
While
trust.
you're in your
I don't
clothes.
trust. I don't
By the
trust.
way, Jackie and I talked about this the other day. Pushing people in the pool, unless they're fully in a bathing suit and this is part of the ha 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 of the day
Horrible.
and they know how to swim, don't fucking do that.
Don't.
It's such a bitch move. Don't push someone in the pool in their clothes. I hate it. I hate it
told
so much.
Kara
It's like
out the
being
gate.
tickled against your consent. I hate it.
It really is. There is nothing that actually, like, if you ever pushed me into a pool, we're not friends anymore. Like, I actually will not.
She
be
basically
friends with you.
told me.
Thank you. I'm
Jackie
getting claps.
basically
Thank
told
you.
me if I
Thank
ever
you.
want to pull like the eject button on this
Like,
friendship,
never work with me again.
I'm going to invite her over to a pool.
Push me into a pool.
And go boop, and then it's over. I don't even got to talk to her. I don't got to say anything.
Because it's not fake, like, oh, she's so
Yeah.
dramatic anger. It's real. True blue fucking
That's the
anger.
eject button for
Now I'm
Jackie.
going to ruin that pool party. Do you want me to ruin your pool
We're
party?
going to run around soaking wet going, fuck you.
Oh,
Oh, my God. It's so good.
Can you even imagine?
No.
But,
I don't want to.
no, thank you.
But hurricane season, one against the raincoat guy. You guys are hating the elements. We're
I
hating
love the
mosquitoes. We're
concepts.
hating the
Yes.
sun. We're hating
Yes.
hurricane season.
Yes,
but
love this.
Tom Cruise did beat sharks.
Yeah, I mean,
Tom
he's the
Cruise,
bigger
of
bitch.
course, did beat sharks. And then, of course, Jeff Bezos and the future Mrs. Bezos won against kids being off school. So go now to bit.ly/bots vote, BOTS vote, and vote for the second round. And we'll announce the winners of that
We've got more
in a little
bitches
bit.
to find out, but you know, I know.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yes, the new matchups. I forgot to say the new matchups are Chub Rub versus Sunburn.
Love it.
Chub Rub, arguably the sunburn of the thighs. Mosquitoes versus getting day drunk and getting a hangover before bed. One leaves a bite that goes away soon. Who knows how long that hangover is going to last? I don't know.
You're threatening me with a hangover right now.
The third matchup is Benson Boone versus hurricane season. Oh my gosh, I don't know. That's a lot of wetness.
Which is going to devastate you more.
Yeah. And then
Is it a lot of wetness?
Oh, this is an impossible matchup. I don't know how I would vote in this.
Wow. This
Tom
is...
Cruise versus Jeff Bezos and Laura Sanchez. I'm pissed that they're not going to both be in the next round.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Which I love that they're head down. Okay,
Oh,
we
that
really gotta
is
break
a
this down.
vote.
This is huge.
That's going to be fucking down to the wire, in my opinion.
Wow.
Although maybe people love Mission Impossible and it's going to be Bezos. I don't know.
I don't know, but also Cabbage Witch, do love this. My partner and I made a solemn agreement as two women at the start of our relationship. No pranks. No jumping out at each other. No trying to scare each other. We've been through too much.
we're
I
done.
get you.
Yeah.
It's like I have been actually physically attacked too many times for you to do this. It just kind of takes the fun out of it. Is that crazy?
We have a bunch more calls, but let's bring out one of our first guests.
Oh.
Are you guys ready to add somebody to the lanai?
Don't worry, because
We're
screaming about not having a male perspective.
Yeah, you guys have all been saying these bitches are too female focused.
Yeah, I don't know if this is
So here we go. Please welcome the first
in front of my camera. Immediately in front of my camera.
The first guest ever on Who's the Bitch.
Ever.
Oh, I love how that's keying out. It's Holden McNeely, everybody.
Time to defend the men.
Yeah.
Okay, first, and starting with Benson Boone's a national treasure. He's a national treasure.
Bitch is what
Do you
he
know
is.
another song besides?
No, he flip. I know he flips, and he's good at it.
Like the flips?
And Jackie gave me the vinyl
I
of
bought
him.
So why don't we make
Vinyl.
Simone Biles a fucking pop star? She
There
can
you
do better
go.
flips than this guy.
Welcome everybody, or thank you everybody, or welcome me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
welcome Holden,
you.
everybody.
Yeah, it's
Drinking
not
off
your
the
show.
side.
The chat is popping off.
Interesting. Do you want to talk about the fact that you might be drunk and then becoming hungover before you see your child this
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I look great.
It's 5:25.
Dress up for this, Holden? Wow. Holden, I didn't know that you were bringing in a look today.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is my new. Yeah, this is. I got my hair cut earlier by a man named Jajan.
Oh, yeah, get
Wait, that man named what?
Jajan.
Jajan?
Yeah. He has 3 ferrets.
Jajan
Oh
really
my
gets it.
He sleeps in a kiddie
Did
pool.
the ferrets do the cut?
Absolutely. Oh, by the way,
Can we add a ferret to the kiddie pool? I'm not trying to ask you to do too much.
speaking of the kiddie pool, by the way, you've got that rum sitting right by the kids. I've been
We
watching.
don't care about
They're
these
taking
kids.
little sips.
We
I
don't
see
care.
them taking sips.
They're
and
jerks. We
Ernie
hate
are
these
having a
kids.
difficult
It has a time. It has a fun label on it, and the kids are drinking.
If they drink rum, great. They'll go to sleep easier tonight.
Yeah.
We don't like these kids.
Honestly, learn
Ernie and
from
Mackenzie
Linda.
are dicks.
Yes.
it's been.
We
It's
can't bring them on the plane. We've already talked about it.
By the way, I'm thrilled right now. We got over 400 people watching. And please sub to the channel if
Yes.
you haven't yet, if you're watching this.
Our king of marketing, thank you so much.
Wow.
Holden has actually helped us set up our YouTube channel. He's been holding our hands through it like a good dad.
Absolutely.
And we really, sub if you're here and you haven't subbed, sub. I don't know, sub.
get your
Click
sub
the little
on.
boop. And then let's take a call. Oh my God, we have so many calls.
I had so many thoughts already too. This is the testament to a good show.
Great.
I was already just like, let me respond. to
Yeah.
earlier
Oh,
calls.
wow.
I do want to say, Bratz Gal CC does say, we hate these kids. We're trying to get them drunk.
Yes.
Their
correct.
But we
blood
gotta
alcohol
get them
levels.
to bed. We can't let these kids get hungover before bed. They gotta get to bed
Their
drunk.
blood alcohol
right to
levels.
bed.
Gotta get
are
these
high.
babies to bed
Welcome
drunk.
right to bed.
Okay, let's take another call.
Yes. All
And
right.
don't forget to keep voting. We've got the voting link. It's pinned up at the top of the chat.
Oh, yeah, you do need a caftan. We should have given
I know. I'm sorry.
A guest
And
caftan.
yeah, and I'm not sweating. This is
We should
oil.
get a guest caftan that has like our faces on it.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name? What's your situation? Oh, my God, beautifully manicured beard. Hello. Oh, no, we can't.
Can you hear us? Oh no.
You're too beautiful.
Wait.
We
Turn
need
your
the
volume up
sound.
or something. Talk again. Oh no, there's no sound.
Oh, we want to hear him. He's a man.
Weird.
I know. Holden was so excited for
perfect
another
timing. It was
man
a
to
man.
call in.
Yeah, did you see how he sprited right up?
I feel bad because there's quite a line right now. I don't want him to get kicked out of the line.
No,
but,
not
like
with
this,
that beard.
yeah.
With
Hello?
that beard. Ah, we got you,
we
baby.
got you.
We
Hi,
got
can you
you
hear us?
Yes.
Yep, I can hear you guys
Alright.
fine.
Oh, and our
Okay.
second caller with a Janet Jackson style microphone in front. I love it.
Fabulous. You look fucking
What's up?
Thank you.
fabulous.
I have been a LPN listener since 2015,
Okay.
and
hell yeah.
I'm really glad to be on the show. But I have a really nice low stakes situation.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's hit
Okay,
it.
so small bit of backstory. 2013, my grandmother on my mom's side passed away, and a year later, my grandfather passed away. At the time, my mother was living in North Carolina, and her only sibling, my aunt, was living about like a half an hour or so from where my grandparents' house was. Well, around that time, my aunt was also going through a divorce. So she was going through a lot
crying.
that year.
We're not laughing about this.
I'm sorry.
you're telling
They
me.
just, I'm trying to
I know.
sneak little nose
know.
blows, and they keep putting the camera right as I'm doing my little nose blows.
Really perfect.
But basically, before my cousin went off to college, when he was living with his mom, they had gotten him a dog.
Okay.
Little, I think it was like a Greyhound rescue.
Oh.
Well, he didn't take the dog with him to college because he couldn't. And then when he graduated, he moved out of state, so the dog stayed with my aunt. Well, fast forward to when we're getting everything settled with my grandparents' house, my mom goes to stay with her to save money on not needing a hotel because she's close to the house. Well, my mom sends me a text message saying, hey, when you come down for the funeral, we're going to be staying in a hotel instead of at your aunt's place because the dog is in incredibly bad shape. And she sends me a picture, and this dog went from a healthy, relatively young dog to basically a skeleton. And
Greyhounds are already naturally skinny.
yeah. So we don't know for sure, but we think that with all the stuff going on, she may have been neglecting the dog.
Oh no.
You said this is low stakes. I say high
Yeah,
stakes.
this is
Big
high
stakes.
stakes.
Big stakes.
Well,
was-
the bitch is with me. Am I a bitch for not wanting to really feel comfortable around her? I haven't seen her in a couple of years since this happened, but every time my mom shares a picture of her visiting the house, because I don't live in North Carolina with them, I always get this like weird feeling because I think back to how like weak and skeletal that dog, the dog was before my mom basically took her back with her and gave it kind of end of life care.
Okay, so the dog is no longer with us.
Holden thinks it's funny.
No, I don't. It's just a weird way.
I'm not.
Holden's only laughing.
I
Wait.
don't think it's funny. I think dog.
I would expect nothing less from Holden.
Look, first of all, can I just say really quick, okay? North Carolina, raise up, take your shirt off, spin around your head like a
Like
helicopter.
a helicopter. Wait, I'm sorry.
Canes.
Can you just tell me a little bit of detail? Your mother was neglecting the dog, or it was someone else?
My aunt.
Your aunt, your
aunt.
aunt,
Okay,
your mother's
okay.
sister.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so over the course of the time that my aunt got divorced, she moved out of the house that she had been living in, took the dog with her, and was kind of living on her own during that.
And so
plus
she
both
was
my
kind of figuring
grandparents.
out how to live alone for the first time in her life, probably, and taking care of a
That's-
dog probably was like an
Not
oopsie,
the
and she kept
time.
forgetting.
I'm confused. Just
That's
execute
correct.
the aunt? Like what?
Yeah.
That's kind of the that's
Okay,
kind of the benefit
that's
of
Holden
the doubt that I
McFlurry,
was giving her.
everybody. He suggested an execution, and now he's going to take off. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sorry.
No, I think that sucks. Like it's a little bit. No, it's not like the last caller exactly, but it's like your aunt was going through a bad time, and unfortunately, this dog got the brunt of. That's not cool
You
at
think the
all.
dog is like a symbol of the aunt's
but are you
grief?
saying the dog has passed on at this point?
Yes.
And you're basically looking
God.
for, but maybe not from that. You said your mom kind of nursed the dog.
Yeah. So what happened was we were getting everything set for my grandpa because he passed more recently. And while she was there, my mom noticed the state of the dog, and she's a rescue mom. Pretty much all
Yeah.
of the dogs we've had growing up have been rescues in one way or another. And so she basically said to my aunt, it's like, I'm going to take the dog and just take it back to North Carolina with me. And she brought the dog back home. The dog lived another year or so with my mom trying to take care of it, but eventually just passed away of old age. But never really kind of recovered.
I'm finding it hard for it to be a valid excuse, though. I mean, it's a
I'm not making an excuse. I'm not. No,
making no, but it's a living animal. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, like if you can't handle
the same
it,
thought
then,
that I had.
Yeah, give it to someone else.
Yes, but it sounds like she did. Eventually, she gave it back to your mom,
but
right?
After it was a problem.
Yeah,
yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna get crucified. I know what you're saying. This is awful.
No, have a hot take.
My hot take is no. I'm just saying.
No, you guys are not.
It's just the dog is.
I'm not a Peppers. I'm still upset about this.
The dog has passed. I can understand if you're worried about your aunt taking future animals into its home, but what I'm gathering is what you're asking is, I don't feel comfortable going to my aunt's house anymore. How do I move forward about this woman being in my family? Mm-hmm. Again, wild that you called this a low stakes.
Yeah, crazy you called this.
It is wild. You're like, I don't know if I can actually face my aunt again since she starved a living thing.
Wait, have you?
Kind of tough.
Yeah, Jackie.
But I also feel like this is actually I think it says a lot that you, and thank you for calling in and honestly saying that this is low stakes, because I feel like in your brain you're like, this is all just too much. Like, it's like it must be that it's just all the emotions are up high. I'm making untoward decisions, and you're not.
It basically, I considered it low stakes because it boiled down to, should I feel bad that I feel weird every time I see pictures of my aunt and I think about the dog?
Your feelings are so fucking valid, dude.
Yeah,
like
totally.
I couldn't imagine that situation where if I had a family member that do you care about your aunt? Like, do you guys have a close connection?
We've been close-ish. It's been a little weird more recently, like in the run up to my grandparents passing, because she's a special education teacher.
Oh,
and as the two of us are kind of the more outwardly neurodivergent people in our families, she's kind of used that as a way to connect with me in the past. And I was like, okay, a little weird thing to try and bond over, but I guess I'll take it. And then I moved out of state. I didn't see them for a while. I come back for the funeral, and then this happens. And it happened as we were all like spreading back, like leaving after the funeral. This is all like after everything's kind of done and we're all going back our separate ways.
Is there a lot too? It sounds like your grandparents also seem to be like a meaningful presence in all of your lives.
They were.
Got you.
Yeah,
so
your aunt has like lost her parents and gotten divorced and then is taking on this dog, and I'm not excusing how she treated the dog, but it just sounds like a lot of things are converging on your aunt at the time, and I'm wondering if I don't know. Are you calling because you want a relationship with your aunt? I don't think it's weird for you to feel weird when you see her or you see a post that she posts, but like, do you want to like reconnect? In which case I would recommend going, hey, like, I just felt really strange about what happened with the dog, and maybe you can get some closure on that. But if you don't really care whether you like see her every couple years at a family reunion, then I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't seen her since then, and it's been, I was doing the math the other day, it's been about 3-ish years since
I feel like you gotta address it.
Oh, wow.
You gotta address it if you want to keep having a relationship with her.
If you want to have the relationship with her, but you're saying you live out of state, you might not see her a lot, like it's totally up to you whether that's like what you want.
Mm-hmm. What was the dog's name?
Snoopy.
Oh my God!
My
God! Hold it. We're trying to have some fun here, dude.
Sorry. Good Lord, I'm so sorry.
Now I'm just thinking about I'm thinking about Peanut Snoopy just with his ribs showing. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
I feel like I know Holden said execution, and that's too far.
Fucking hell! Somebody in the chat wrote euthanasia. With euthanasia. That really made me laugh. I forgot who wrote it. I'm sorry, but that was really funny.
I mean, I think it's important to address it if you want to continue to have a relationship. I don't think it's something you're just going to be able to like sweep under the rug. And I think even you saying I have like, I have a minor
and she might
thing.
She might say, "Oh my God, it was the worst time of my life, and I fucked up so badly, and I think about it every night." Like I don't know,
and that's kind of why I haven't like directly called her out on it.
Yeah,
because get him a sandwich in heaven.
Rip Snoopy, get him a sandwich in heaven. Stop.
I also love hang on, Snoopy, hang on.
Wait,
which is also thank you so much, Hebe Johnson.
Wait, I'm sorry. What were you saying though? You were saying that's kind of the reason why what? That's kind of the reason why you haven't brought it up with her.
That's kind of the reason why I've I guess I've kind of given her the benefit of the doubt as all the other stuff going on is just kind of like in the middle of all of that going on, I could see how, you know, you let some stuff go maybe around the house when you're depressed or you have a lot of emotional stuff going on, like maybe you don't clean up as much, but a living thing is something completely.
Oh, I mean, there's people starving children around the world.
Oh my, so many.
Illness.
I found a few when I walked outside today.
I'm just saying,
like, come after my pizza. Get the fuck out of here, baby.
Papa John's guy, get away.
Get out of here, baby.
Meanwhile, these two, we haven't fed them in weeks.
They're just getting smaller, but in a good way.
Listen, I'm not trying to.
They've got plenty of water.
Yeah, listen.
You know, Shoeless in chat brings up a good point about how what if the dog was sick and what if this was a more complicated issue?
Yes, exactly. That's kind of what I wanted to say earlier too. Like, what if the dog was sick and we don't know all the details? Like, I bet you could have a conversation with your aunt where you're like, I thought I could kind of get over this, but I'm just feeling kind of weird about it. Like, what happened? Like, what was going on with Snoopy? You know, like maybe you could just get some more information that would make you like kind of like able to move forward with your aunt, you know?
Oh, yeah. Trigger warning, dead dogs, by the way.
Because I also don't think killing your aunt is going to work.
Yeah.
But
Aunt Anasia is really...
Aunt Anasia, though, forever. We're making
joke.
T-shirts.
To Snoopy, guys.
Yes.
Snoopy.
Let's raise a buzzball to
Cheers.
Snoopy. Thank you so much for calling in, and I hope you figure this out with your aunt. And, yeah, if anyone else has a truly low-stakes call, give...
Dude, I have a low stakes call. This fucking dog died that everyone's. Yeah, dude. So
You're the best, though. Thank you for calling.
Yeah,
It's great to
Your
talk
feelings
to you.
are so valid, bro. It's not a small issue. It's a big issue.
And thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
And we're sending love to Snoopy in the other world. But I will
Snoopy's
say,
across the Rainbow Bridge, baby.
Gurney did make sure, because Gurney is the best, to include pet mistreatment on the bitch
No,
go.
she didn't.
Yes, she did. There is pet mistreatment on the bitch go because Gurney has thought of everything. So, Holden, do you want to take a little tug out of the parrot bag?
I guess, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Need to make everybody aware we have a situation here. Benson Boone versus hurricane season are neck and neck.
Oh, wow.
Get
wow.
the vote in.
You guys
Make
get
sure
on
your
the
votes are
people
in.
die in hurricane season, guys.
Neck and neck,
Many
a
people
guy,
die.
hurricanes, and then a guy who tries to flip off of a fucking piano. And I'm gonna just say right now, I don't think he's fully left the Mormon Church. It's in his soul still. And
Wow.
he just comes off like a real Mormon energy. And I'm saying this is somebody who loves the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, you know?
Oh.
And Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Thank you, pet mistress. Okay, so we've got.
Wait, what the
involved.
fuck? You added that, right?
No.
No.
It was there.
Pet mistreatment was right there next to talking behind back and someone owes money.
I love this. I feel like, okay, so right now, wait, I'm sorry. Could you pop that back up there?
Gurney was like, I can't figure out the last square. I'm on the bottom right.
Religion, drama, or political argument, right? We've got those in the top two because, again, it's bitch go, so we're looking for a line.
This is nuts.
We're also looking for a cops involved. We're looking for a talking behind back. I don't know what's going to happen once we get the line. I honestly, I don't think I expected it to happen, but we are making dreams come true here on the Summer Bitchathon.
Yes.
And please, if everybody could get their balls up, and just want to say
your
thank
balls
you,
up.
everybody, for joining us so far.
How
We've
much
got
how
a
much
bunch more
longer do we
time.
have on the voting, you think, guys? Maybe like 5 or 10 more minutes for... Yeah, we'll do one more
we'll do
call.
I'm dying
You've
for
got
another call.
one
I love
more
this.
call
Get your
to
votes
get
in.
your votes in for round 2, everybody.
Yeah,
That's
votes in.
bit.ly/bots, vote bots, or
Oh, yeah,
bots
get
vote,
bots,
whatever.
bots.
You guys know it. Vote bots. Hello.
Ah! Sorry, is that what your name is? What's your name? What's your situation? Because it's an A. Because then I did it like it was a scream. Like it was like
Hey, can you hear us, A?
Are you my wife? And what have you done with my wife?
Uh-oh, where's the
God, I
child,
need a
Lexi?
makeup person before I do these. Look at this.
Honestly,
this is horrific.
I don't know.
Everyone's saying I'm sweating. It's just oil. It's not even sweat. I'm not sweating at all.
I'm not going to feel
He's
you
actually
see.
like perfectly this is just oil. You need like one of those blotting.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get closer in. Yeah, let's
blotting
get really
cloths
in.
You're saying you're not sweating, but I really feel like you
Why do I
might
always
be
look
sweating.
like
Just oil.
I'm always like squinting? What is wrong with me? I hate
You should
all
maybe
of
get
it.
your prescription on your jack
Holden,
on your.
I'm sorry. Can we take a pause?
What?
Holden, I'd like to hear you say 3 nice things about yourself. You know what? Here on Who's the Bitch, we don't take that negative
You're right.
self.
You're
Yeah.
right. Okay.
We don't
First
take it
thing.
here.
First thing. I'm extremely regular. Every morning.
Wow.
Big,
set your
awesome
watch
dump.
by
Piss
it.
wise or poop
You can
wise?
set your watch.
I mean, kind of all, but shit wise for sure.
Okay,
Every
shit-wise.
morning for
you can
sure.
set your watch by these bowels.
Thing number 2. I dream of a better life for my family.
Hey,
Wow,
that's
getting
optimism.
sad. Okay, good.
Optimism.
All right, it is
Looking to the
kind of
future.
optimistic. I guess it's optimistic. At least
Misguided optimism.
it is optimistic, technically. And what's the third thing?
Number
Holden?
3, Jackie wants to be friends with me.
Yeah,
And Kara.
I
Yeah.
wish. But we're not friends. Wait. So
No,
what
like
is the
you
last
like to
20
be, you
plus
like
years
me.
of
I
it?
think you guys like me. So there you go. I think you guys might like me.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
no,
No,
there's
there's
a
a
call.
call.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you guys doing? Great to be here.
Good. What's your name?
EC.
EC. Nice to meet you. What's your bitchuation?
Okay. I need someone to help me decide between a longer drama-filled story or a shorter legitimate advice story. What do we want?
God, that's so tough.
Oh,
I love a drama,
I
but
know, I'm
maybe
here
a
for
shorter
the
advice
drama.
because we have a lot of call. But it's not my show; it's you guys' show.
yeah, it is our
Sorry,
show.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you for remembering that.
I'm just a little butt stink man or
It's
whatever.
our show
Thank you
and not yours.
for recognizing
to quote
dirty-
Trixie and
butt stink.
Katya.
A dirty
Wait,
little man.
what do you want? Do you want the long or do you want the
I
short?
think I'm here for the fucking drama, bitches.
The drama one's really dramatic.
Yeah, we need it.
It's pretty dramatic. Like I've debated telling the story and I think it's time.
Okay.
And also Jude does say, okay, those glasses are so cute, and I just need you to know you're giving Dewey the way Holden wishes he was given Dewey.
know.
I just need you to know that.
Yeah.
I was hoping I glowed.
Oh, you're gluing.
She's like an
Oh,
autumn.
bitch.
No,
she's like an
you-
autumn
yeah.
dream.
Oh yeah.
You know.
but Holden looks like there is a layer of glue on
Yeah.
his face, so it's
Yes.
different. Yeah.
I look like I'm stressed out trying to hack into some mainframe or something right now.
All right, tell us the drama, EC.
Yeah, let's get into
Okay,
it.
here we go. I've got notes on the sides. I will be looking at them. But so this story takes place at the end of my second year of university. Me and this girl were in the same friend group. We lived in residence with these people. A lot of them were from the same city. And so they would have friends that would come and visit. A lot of these like guys would have their friends come and visit during holiday breaks and that kind of thing. And me and this girl, we're gonna call her Roomie. We decided to live together. We're gonna move in together. And it's partially because she's a bad roommate situation. While we're in school with one of our mutual friends, their communication breaks down. She like locks her out one night. There's a lot going on.
Oof.
We move in together, and I'm like, have you dealt with your communication problems? We're good. This is gonna be good. I want communication. Right as we move in, the pandemic hits. So not to drag us all back there, but we kind of move in. It's a bit of this pressure cooker. We are together all the time. Lots of adventures start happening. I have a few friends in the city that I would like bike and go see. And at some point she sits me down and she's like, you have hurt me so deeply. And I ask what? And she goes, well, you have all these friends you haven't introduced me to. And oh my gosh, this story's so long. And so
we are just sitting with bated breath.
Yeah.
No, we're just like
We're in.
okay.
Chat's in.
Yeah,
We're
no,
in.
we're all in,
Yeah,
babe.
yeah.
Don't
Okay.
worry. We're
So,
hanging on your wall.
Also, this is a square on Bitch Go. Already roommates.
yes,
are
Yeah, you already got
excited.
one.
Yes.
yes, it is part of the bingo card. So I apologize. I introduce her to these friends.
Thank you. Roommate drama.
And I was like, I thought you guys wouldn't like each other. They don't like each other. It's a bad mix. They don't enjoy one another at all.
Oh, that's the worst.
The summer, the time keeps going on. We jump forward, and we find out that 2 of our male friends in our friend group, some of the guys that would visit us, they're single. It's all the rage. It's the news. She and I are like jumping around the apartment. We're so excited. Like, it's just fun to know. And all of a sudden she yells out, "Dibs!" And I look at her.
Can we just yell?
Okay, this is bringing me back to when me and my buddies would go to the bar, murder fist guys too. I'll call them out. John, Jared, you know. Who you are.
Saying names.
We go to the bar and that would happen. They'd be like, I'm like, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
you don't just call dibs.
Yeah, and people aren't things.
Yeah, exactly.
Front seat. Wait, so I'm sorry. These are 2 guys that you guys were friends with who were previously in relationships and they became single. Is that why you were excited?
You've absolutely got it. And they were like the 2 most eligible bachelors.
Gotcha. So she calls dibs on both of them?
Yes.
What the
what? And they were gonna like Eiffel Tower?
Unhinged.
No.
Unhinged.
No.
So for this story, we're gonna call them blonde and brunette. It's notable. And so I just go with it because TBH, I don't mind dating strangers. I actually love it. She has a harder time dating outside of a friend group. So I'm like, let her have them. It's not even gonna come up. It's like not a big deal. So they're hers. I'm so giving like that.
I'll give these men that I don't own to you, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And flash forward, backdrops. Summer, the world is opening back up a little bit. We're able to have some fun. Brunette is having a birthday party. We're all freshly vaxxed. It's all very exciting.
Yeah.
And we go, and for the first time in like a year, we're seeing brunette, we're seeing blonde. It's so exciting. And then this basically just starts this summer of us all hanging out sort of in this very tight-knit group.
It's like Midsummer Night's Dream or whatever.
It's very, very much that. And so one night...
it is.
We're like exhausted, and notably... Every time I would be like, I'm too tired. I can't go out. I can't do this anymore. She would always say to me, like, don't be a bitch. Come out. We're hitting the town.
Interesting when she's dibsing.
And so one night she forces me to come out, and we're all hanging out. I have been wearing this like plaid pleated skirt. It was all the rage at the time. And we're all laughing, jabbing at each other and making fun of blonde for something. And he kind of looks over at me and he's like, oh, like, who are you to say, you schoolgirl looking fuck? And it's all very fun, but it's like the first time where I'm like, wait a second, that's a little sexualized. That's a little, is there a little interest? It's positive. It's a good vibe. It was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. It's good school.
I was gonna say the plaid skirt.
Okay.
By the way, my penis isn't hard, chat. I'm just intrigued.
Yeah, this is like flirtatious ribbing.
I'm a mature man.
It's a bit. It's
flirtatious
fine.
ribbing. Okay.
So I have a
Jackie's face was like, kill him with fire.
I will go after this fuck. I will find them.
No, it was hot, Jackie. It was hot.
Okay. So I knew, well, first of all, like, I could see this coming a mile away. One of these guys is going to go for you. She's going to be furious. Let's keep going.
It's a little predictable. We're almost to the main bit. Okay. So I go to vacation. I'm with her. We're so close. We're sending voice notes every single day. Like every single day. We're so close that my mom like sees how close we are. She's like, I'm taking you guys to Nashville in November. I'm gonna fly you both. It's gonna be great. My mom's planning this trip. I get home from the trip, and that night we have me and a smaller subsection of our friend group are having a bar night. Okay, and this then expands into more people coming. Some of which I knew roommate was hanging out with. Roommate comes. Okay. We all have a grand bar night. The next day, roommate's like, I'm super mad at you because you didn't invite me to the bar night. It's unforgivable, actually.
Oh, and you're still living, right? You guys are still living together.
We're still living together. We're still living together. She's like, I'm so mad at you because you did not invite me. This is the second time you're trying to distance me from friends, trying to keep me lonely, trying to keep me from having any friends.
Oh, she cried.
And And like, it's just not forgivable. I'm like, I'm so sorry. That's not what I wanted. Like,
Yeah, was there a reason why she wasn't invited? Was it just a lapse?
She was there. She was invited by other people. I knew she was coming, so I didn't personally text her.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Sounds like looking. Okay, so it's you're sounds like looking for
There's
a problem.
another layer to this.
Yes.
Looking for a
things
problem.
are going on. She starts icing me out. This was unforgivable. She's icing me out to the point where I'm like knocking on her door almost every day, saying like, "What's wrong? You're clearly mad at me. Can you please explain? She's like, "No, no, 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 no."
It gets nowhere. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but this is classic college. This is so classic college. Go on.
It's very college. One day she knocks on my door and she's like, my 7 friends from high school are coming to stay with us. I live in a tiny city apartment. we seven friends, they all come. And she's like, and so like it like devolved into such bad girl things where I like would get ready to go out with her and her 7 friends while they're sitting in our living room. And then at the moment I was ready, they were like, actually, we decided not to go out. And then they would all leave without me when I had already gotten dressed. Anyways,
my God.
I want to throw a quick thing out there. I don't know if you guys have ever had this situation. It sounds like you need to become a bitch. like you're being way too. You're playing right into her game, knocking on her door. Everybody, I'm so sorry.
Who's the bitch?
What happened?
Holden, sometimes you gotta.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're playing into her whole game that she wants you to play into. So concerned and so worried about her.
Yeah. Well,
don't worry. I get a little bitchy in a second.
What's the rest? That's what I want to know.
If you burn her door down. Yeah.
So this happens. I basically given up on. I'm like, okay, she's done with me, and we're just gonna run out this lease. Like, I'm hoping that Nashville will fix it. It's still in the plans, but we'll see. And then one night we're all at a group party, and Blonde is there, and there's like 2 other guys there. They're both in relationships, and it's otherwise all girls. And we've all been hanging out all summer. I'm in this group of girls, and they're talking about how cute Blonde is. And I go up to Blonde, and I'm like, hey, buddy, like, these girls, they're loving what you got. Get out there, have a fun night. Like, I'm so excited for you. And he's like, oh, that's really great because I'm actually kind of shy and kind of nervous. So, it's nice to hear. I'm like, no, Blonde, you're the package. You're smart. You're funny. You love your family. You've got it all. And then he and I spend the whole night talking.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes, it did. Bitch. And like, we just did not stop. At some point, roommate sees this and like is like, out of the house. We gotta go. It like pulls me out of the house. And like shoves me in an Uber. No words.
What?
The next morning, she comes to me and she's like, I gotta tell you everything that's happened this summer. I have been icing you out. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna tell you everything that's been going on.
What?
She tells me about how she's like kissed Blonde, brunette, and someone else in our friend group.
Bitch flip.
How she's like had some of these adventures and like had some like dating fun. Good for her.
Good for her. But
and so I'm like, oh my gosh, like Blonde, you've been chasing Blonde for a hot minute. Like, are you pursuing? She's like, no, not interested. School is too important. I don't want a relationship. Like, it's just not like that.
Where the fuck is now? Miss Dibbs?
Okay, and so we get to that night, me and roommate are going to separate parties. I am at the same party as Blonde. And over the course of the night, like the tension from last night kind of goes into the next night. We end up kissing. And
stop. I never thought that was going to happen.
Who knew? There's a lot leading up to this. Who knew? We may end up making out for like 2 hours.
Hand stuff?
Yeah,
hold it. Changing the vibe of this thing.
All right.
Sorry. Too much. But then he's
hand stuff.
He's gotta go to the restroom, and so we happen to be close to my house.
Yeah, I bet.
But I know roommate's gonna come home, and so I'm like, okay, like get into my house, like go pee and get out. And he comes in, he goes pee. Roommate comes home.
Of course.
And he walks out of the restroom.
Oh God.
She sees us. He gets out. She looks at me and just says no. And
and you're like, yes, yeah.
I say,
actually,
yes.
You
know what? And she's like, no, you can't date him. It's not allowed. You can't do it. It's just, you're being like, how, like, I can't believe you're doing this to me. This is insane. Anyways, I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever you want. Like, it's okay. I respect that. I had actually already set a date with Blonde. I was taking him out. And so then there's this time period where like, anyways, I end up sitting her down one night and I'm like, I actually can't do this. This isn't just some guy in our friend group. This isn't just a random option. This is someone I care about.
Yeah.
And I think I need to explore this. I hope that
And she doesn't own you, bro.
No.
She called dibs. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like
Dibs. Childish.
Here's the thing. She called dibs and she got dibs.
Yeah.
She fucking hooked up with both of them. And she didn't even tell you.
She got her fucking dibs.
You got her dibs.
She got mad at you for not inviting to her party. She's leaving a whole fucking summer life that she's
Yeah,
not telling
dude.
you about.
It was a party she was already at.
And she was dead fish, bro.
And then she's got like multiple hookups over the summer that she's not telling you about. Her best friend that like is her roommate that you're voice noting all the time. And then she goes, not interested in Blonde at all.
Off the dibs slime.
And that's the thing.
off
Dibs
the dibs.
are
this
revoked.
is ego. This
Dibs
is all
are
ego.
revoked. You fucking got your dibs. You got both guys. You didn't even go for either of the guys. She got. I think what happened is that neither of them is interested in her.
Yeah, she was dead fish.
She's trying to go, and she's trying to go.
I don't
yeah,
want either one of
school's
them.
too important. School's too important.
I don't think so, bitch.
What? Get this dork out of your life. If school's too important. Are you kidding
Question
me?
for you though. Are you now dating Blonde?
So me and Blonde celebrate 4 years in September.
Yeah, fuck that roommate, dude.
That is a great story.
Yeah, you called ultimate dibs.
Roommate is happily, I assume, married.
Oh, you don't even talk anymore?
Oh no, that was she. Then at later point, like I was still planning the Nashville trip after that, and then like a week before the trip, she walked in and said, "I'm not coming. I'm actually moving out.
Okay,
figure it out." And I had like 2 weeks to find a new roommate, and then I had no one to go on. I had to figure out this Nashville trip my mom was planning and paying for. It was a whole ordeal.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Dude, that sucks, but at the same
Worth
time,
it.
I think you dodged a bullet. Imagine if you had just finished out school being a roommate with this psychopath. Like, come on.
Yeah, totally,
The
dude.
best possible scenario happened. She got out of your fucking life where you didn't have to ask her to leave.
Yep.
She left on her own accord. You're Mrs. Blonde, and...
Well, 4 years of Blonde, and good for you.
4 years of Blonde.
That is
4 years of Blonde. Let's toast to 4 years of Blonde.
Cheers.
Here's to 4 more years of Blonde.
4 more years.
I cannot. But you know what?
you.
It's like I honestly know this girl. I met this girl in college 10 times.
Oh,
I
yeah.
met 10 of this girl. Like
So
really-
entitled.
Yeah, it's entitlement, but it's also like no everyone. I don't want to make any excuses. for her.
Insecurity.
Everybody's an insecure psycho in
Yeah.
college.
Yep.
Get what they want. It's just they think that if they can bully people and be like, but this is what I want.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are just like, just take it.
I think
because
some
it's
people
easier.
can grow out of this, but a lot of people don't. And I think it's just good she's not in your life anymore.
No, good for you.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you for taking care of yourself. And 4 years, bitch. Love this.
There you go.
Well, I want to know though. Now that
I
you've been with
agree.
Blonde for 4 years, what was his tea on making out with her?
Oh,
Yeah, any tea?
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
So his deal making out with her was it happened that night that they went out with the 7 friends.
The night that
and-
they like left you at home.
Yeah, they left me, and so she called him up, and he came out, and like all the friends knew his name, and he was like so freaked out. And then they kissed, and he was like, "Well, you know, she's kissed all the like the gang, like it's not that big a deal." And then she got like very like hand on the knee, very clingy. And
Yeah,
he had
see this in Love
he had
Island Villa.
He started distancing things once he realized it was a little bit more than that, than just like a kiss on a night out. And then a couple weeks later, we were hanging out.
Wow.
cool.
Will
There you
you
go.
do us a favor and play this clip at your wedding to Blonde?
Please.
Just you telling the full story. I think people will like it. At the
Yeah.
reception, I think people will like it.
Yes.
Just wait till you're like, halfway in. People are wasted.
Thank
yeah.
you, Red Edge, and thank you, Ashley.
Imagine this face at your wedding.
Yeah. It's not sweat. It's oil.
By the way, everyone's like, oh, he's got a boner. Yeah, okay, I'm not 16, okay? It's been soft as
Yeah.
It is
an orca whale.
It's been hard in 25
An orca
years.
whale is soft?
I would assume.
Thank you so much for calling in and telling us your bitchation. This was a great long draw, but
I love it. It's like, when did they make out? The night of the seven friends.
One night of the seven friends, yeah. The feast of seven fishes.
But if you want,
Exactly.
go to who'sthebitch.com if you ever feel, if you want to share the other drama and leave us a voicemail.
Yes, will you leave us a
also wanna
voicemail
hear
for the low stakes one where you need advice? Because we'd love to answer it on the podcast.
Would love it.
I
And
will.
please tell us that you're Mrs. Blonde when you call in so that we know.
So that we know. And
I will.
we are going to take a shot in your honor because I believe this was roommate drama.
Yes, roommate
Right?
drama.
You're old.
Show us the bitch board. What else is on there? Social media blow up. Friendship ruin. yeah.
Friendship
Yeah,
ruin.
friendship
There's that
ruin.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I would
This
almost
goes
say
out
it's
to
someone
you.
owes me money because you had to fucking get a new roommate, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yes.
I maybe we
No,
maybe I'm
cheers to
trying too
you.
much.
We're sending you so much love. And Holden, I just want to say thank you so much for
You're so
joining
welcome.
us.
This is so fun. It's such a fun. I love getting to give advice, unsolicited advice to people.
I'm so happy.
It's it's so funny when you're just like, fuck this girl, like right away. So we have to hear the rest of it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Figure out the
I'm
rest.
kind of hot on the trigger a little bit. Yeah, don't set anybody on
It's
fire.
tough.
Solve your
It's
problems
tough because
non-violently.
you know who the bitch is so soon.
So
but,
soon.
You know.
and if you can get the camera close on it, I'm gonna stand up. Everyone can see I don't have an erection as
Well,
I
I
leave.
think
yeah,
that's
let's
what-
get
I
the
think doesn't
camera
that get us
close
in
on it.
trouble?
Everybody really wants that.
Are we about to see? Yeah,
No, it's not erect. You're gonna see the
no.
lack of an erection.
No.
It's not erect.
Yeah, but it's
Also, watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Also, whatever, bro.
Holden is a bitch. Thank you so much, Holden, for joining us.
We obviously told them to have that graphic ready.
we are
Okay.
kicking you off.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
For another guest, but I do want to say thank you. And if you end up wanting to come back on later, you're more than welcome to. But also,
Please.
you are released.
Yeah.
A quick plug.
Where can people find you?
An unplug because you might not want to watch tomorrow because of this, but Jackie won't be with me for Jackie with the Oldies tomorrow. Twitch.tv/Holden I still will be hanging out. Also, please, again, sub to the channel if you were watching this right now. It is free to subscribe.
Oh, yeah, this isn't this. Yeah, there's no money
Absolutely
involved.
free to
YouTube.
subscribe.
Yeah.
So please sub to the channel. Over 400 people watching is amazing. Thank you guys for showing up to this. And I'm sure we're going to be doing more because of it. Thank you guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Holden.
Tell a couple friends to subscribe to the channel too. Why
I mean,
not?
yeah, sure.
Why
Actually,
not?
you can. I think leave that
Just
there.
tell a couple
Holden.
fucking friends. Oh yeah, leave that there. We got another guest coming in
Yeah,
hot.
we have another guest coming in.
But should we? Do we have the results of the next
Also,
round?
Again, check out everyone Nerd of Mouth over in the last podcast.
Oh, yeah.
network. And thank you so much again, Holden. And if you do love me and Holden's energy, come hang out. Twitch.tv/HoldenHatersHo. Most Fridays, just not tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, so we were going to announce. Okay, we are going to announce who has won who is moving on to the third round.
We got a third round of voting.
In our last round, which was
What won? I don't even know what won.
well, it was okay.
Red Age, don't you leave us for Love Island. You can watch it later.
Okay, here we go. Chub Rub beat Sunburn.
Okay.
Mosquitoes beat getting day drunk and being hungover before bed.
What?
Benson Boone in a squeaker beat Hurricane Season. A bigger bitch than a city leveling natural disaster.
Thank you.
And wow. In the matchup of the century, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez versus Tom Cruise, the winner is Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez.
It is for the best. We know that Jeff Bezos is
I'm just
fucking up
saying
there.
it would be a really cute wedding gift to get them bitch of the summer.
Bitch of the summer.
What
I
if
think
we
it's
got
what
that
they-
bitch of the
it's the
summer?
only thing they're not getting for their wedding.
Yes, what do you get the people that have everything? A title on the internet.
So definitely get your vote in because we got to find out
So
what
this is round 3. You're voting Chub Rub versus Mosquitoes and Benson versus Bezos. Okay? Moon versus versus Bezos. Chub Rub's gonna fucking make it to the end.
Bro, I mean,
Chub
it is
Rub's
a
coming out
nightmare.
in the end.
But speaking of a nightmare, we got a little bit of a nightmare dressed like a daydream, and I'm not talking about Holden McNeely
dream
again.
about a beautiful nightmare.
There he is. He
It's
looks
Henry
so
Zabrowski.
tired.
Here
looks so
he
tired.
comes.
He loves
Hello.
Look, it's
asked
Boss
us to do
Bitch.
this. He was
Boss
like, "Please
Bitch
let me
is
do this."
here. Not the Boss Baby, the Boss
No,
Bitch.
the
Boss
boss
bitch.
baby.
Bless.
The boss
Bless.
babies are over here
Bless.
in
Bless.
blast.
All from
I'm
male
so
perspective.
excited.
Male
to see-
perspective.
I sucked the Mothman's dick. Wow.
did.
Wow.
It's
you
not
dressed
that I
up for us, and I love it.
I didn't bring another shirt, but still, I find that this is fine. I look
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
You
did you
do.
and Holden compete? Like, did you show each other?
I like the perspective of this because it kind of looks like Henry's a person that's half the size of us sitting way behind.
Yeah, come closer. Come
Like
closer.
a tiny person. yeah.
All your bottles.
Oh, God, our wine.
LOL. Jackie and I thought we
just
were going to
also trying not to
hydrate
show
during
my-
this live stream.
Yeah, I haven't
don't think
touched
so.
the water bottle.
I don't think
But the
so.
pair-
I'm wearing my
Hey.
shorts are too short.
Uh-oh, you're chooch,
God,
Henry.
both of you guys came out here like you're gonna be. It's like a boner parade here.
No, I have no
Two
sexual
short
feeling.
shorts. This guy, denim boner. I don't know.
If Jackie is next to me, I literally couldn't
can't.
physically be aroused
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, this isn't a
Yeah.
horny show. Henry.
Yeah.
No, I know. This is for troubled women.
Well,
Wow.
Bringing on a
Troubled
male
women. This is
Henry,
a troubled women show.
We've
No, I know.
literally had two male callers already on today's show, and we
Great.
have a lot of male listeners. So it's
Good.
kind of wild for you to just distill it to troubled women.
I am already. So I just feel the heat of being between these women.
yeah, you should.
I
Yeah,
feel
We're
the
gonna
perfect.
kill you.
I feel like this heat. I feel like I'm being cooked alive.
good. Yeah, you're a
By
little
the,
chicken.
by the power in here, by
Yeah.
the amount of energy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting cooked by estrogen.
Yeah, you're damn
All
right.
right.
When does that die out?
What? Our estrogen?
Yeah, when does that go away?
Harry?
You know what? For me, it's any day now.
Yo, baby. on
I don't
its way
think so.
out.
I made that mistake the other day. I said to Natalie, I was like,
No. What did you
I made
say to
this
your
is
wife?
this is a male mistake to never. I'm going to teach this to our
Everyone,
audience.
yeah, everyone learn from Henry's mistake. Let's hear it.
I asked, so when does that start for you? I was like, when
Menopause?
does it begin for you? And the reaction
Was not
told me,
good.
maybe keep my curiosity to myself.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find out when it's gonna. I'll find out.
You're gonna find out.
And I love her, and I would do anything. I'll do anything for her.
Oh, you're gonna.
I
find
wish I
out.
could get rid of her uterus myself.
Yeah, get in.
I would love to.
scoop her
Well,
out.
if you get rid of her uterus, then the change happens immediately.
Yeah, it happens
So
even faster.
that's,
Hey, whatever.
yeah.
Let's fucking pull this Band-Aid off.
Yeah, you're like, let's just pull the trigger, get it done.
Yeah.
Let's go to a call because we have so many people in line waiting to call. And
That's it. Someone says here that's a question for Google. No, it's not. They got different. They all got different.
Yeah, it's a different-
Everybody's different. Every woman's different.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
Call me Ellie, I guess. That's
Ellie.
fine.
Hi. Thanks for calling. What's your bitchuation, Ellie?
So I will try my best because I'm much wine in.
Oh, okay.
You look fucking great for much wine in. I wish.
Jackie compliments. She's so good.
We have a beautiful, beautiful audience.
gorgeous. She's like, you look great for being drunk. It's a great compliment.
I mean,
You look
honestly,
nice.
you seem nice.
You look real nice.
And it's difficult for Henry to say that, just because.
No, I can say it.
Ellie, what is it?
Yeah. So my sister is pregnant. She
Okay.
Congrats.
is she's having the first grandchild of the generation.
Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing. I thought you were going to say, and she's a huge bitch about it.
She's
Is she?
so she lived with a family member. And when she found out she was pregnant, she realized that she was not going to be able to live with that family member. So my husband and I opened our doors. We moved immediately. Okay, so we found out on June 1st. We saw an apartment with more space the same Saturday. We got approved the Wednesday after, and we're like ready to move her in. The only thing we asked was, one, give us like 3 weeks of happy married couple time in that apartment, and then you can move in.
Oh no.
And two, The father situation is really rocky. Like he already doesn't have access to his first child with whoever he's had that.
Sign.
Lives and supports his mother, who has been seeing that child behind his back.
Okay.
He's not completely stable. Like, he has a gun and anger issues, from what I understand.
Great combo.
It's
Hey,
a
honestly-
war.
She said he has a gun?
Yes, and anger issues. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sometimes that's
I
what
wish you had
the
told
Mel
us at the
Gibson had
beginning.
those in the
I
Patriot.
wish you had told us at the beginning this was a low stakes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Super low stakes.
Yeah,
That's a JK. Not allowed to see a child.
Not allowed.
That was on
Gertie. I need you to know
That was on
Gertie
there.
is really killing it with a bitch
Okay.
show, by the way.
So Ellie, sister's pregnant with a guy. We don't love the guy.
Obviously.
We don't love the baby daddy. It's not
Correct.
stable. Does she love him?
She broke up with him before she found out she was pregnant.
Okay, but she wants to keep this kid, and that's that.
Keeping the kid, that is that. Went to the ultrasound, like, it's for sure. The kid is being kept.
Okay, and how far is she along at this moment? I need to know.
He's 8 weeks.
Okay, that's still okay. That's still early. Okay.
Okay.
So everything is like, we can't have her stress out, but she's in the process of moving and all this other fun stuff. And this man is blowing up her phone. And she's not insured right now. So on top of the baby father drama, she's trying to figure out insurance. She's trying to figure out living situation, because as much as I love her, she's dragging her feet on everything, and she has not officially moved out of any place.
Yeah.
And our requirement was basically, look, you live with us, you work, you keep your baby father away from the house.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's pretty much that. And if it escalates, get a restraining order. And she hates every little bit of all the advice that I've been giving.
my
So let me.
God.
So he's the bitch,
Oh my God. Help me help
right?
you.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I correct? Is that? Am I doing the show
You're
right?
doing great, Henry. You're killing it, Henry.
You know, I think. Yep. I think
This is like my face trying to not bring up the statistics about pregnant women getting murdered by men that are their baby daddies.
That's it.
Yeah, it's super-
That's messed
who have
up,
guns,
Kara.
who have
It's
guns
super
and
low,
anger
yeah, it's
issues.
super low
It's
is
like
what you
pretty
meant.
low. It's low. It's low. Yeah. This is not concerning to me.
You know, honestly, how thick is the baby?
No, the
8 weeks.
baby is. It's like almost. It's like a lot of people don't even know they're pregnant that early. So she's very early on. So this is a long road ahead. So
I don't know.
Ellie,
She's pregnant until the
what's
baby hits
your-
the toilet
your-
water.
Is your issue now that you're? I didn't even hear that, but I know it was crazy.
Baby hit the toilet water. It's just.
So is your issue right now that you're like, should you keep having your sister live with you? She's not taking any of your advice, or how do I get my sister to take my advice, or like, what's your issue?
Like, all of that. Like, I can't, any kind of advice I give her, it's in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
And any kind of logical explanation of, hey, this isn't even advice. This is quite literally for the safety of you, your child, and anyone
And
you're living with.
you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And
I think it's like, look, first of all, I understand you don't want to stress her out, but she's 8 weeks along. Like, it's not like she's about to give birth. Like, you can be real with her, I think, at 8 weeks and go, I am opening my home to you, and you are welcome to stay here, but here are my rules and my boundaries.
And he will
and
not
it is that
be
this
allowed
man
in.
is not allowed here. And if you want to speak to him, it will be in a public place that is not my home, and he may not know what our address is. And if she violates these things, you got to say, you're out of here. Like,
You have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
These were already the agreements, and she's already on the lease. So I feel like in a worst case scenario, she's still entitled to the place.
Oh. I don't really know how tenants' rights work.
Have we bought her a gun?
Oh,
You know
that
what
not-
stops a bad guy with a gun?
A pregnant woman with a
Pregnant
gun.
lady with a gun. Yeah.
License, but
Because
she
that's what I
can't
feel like you could neutralize it if you got her some get her some weaponry,
she
create some kind of brinkmanship.
No, somebody goes, I love that this was Henry's first topic. This is a wild one.
You know what's good?
Baptize you in the who's the bitch water.
You know what's good is that what I bring to the table.
A male
which is
perspective.
the perspective of let's get both parties weapons.
Yes.
And see what happens.
Marxist. We need to we use it. We need to apply Marxism here, and we need to bring it to a head. We need to bring the conflict to a head to allow democracy to come in.
Ellie, I guess I don't really know like I don't know what your leverage is at this point if like she's on the lease and she can't be like I don't know, there's like no way you can kind of get her to see reason.
I would also just say, remember that you are in possible danger in this situation, so treat it as such. Remember that this is not just you being like, am I being a bitch? Because it's like, you need to protect yourself and you need to protect your home. And that is not something that she can push back against. Hopefully, once you create those boundaries, because ain't just nobody that's going to take care of it for you. And you have to make sure, because you never know. We don't know anymore. Everybody's crazy out there. I don't trust a lot of people anymore. So that's why my only thing is, with the addition of a gun in there, I just want you to take care of yourself and know that this is a high stakes situation.
And tell her that you're going to call the cops if this guy comes by. That's what somebody said. Margot Hartley said, call the police if this guy shows up at your place. I think you should say to her, listen, my boundary here is if he comes over, I'm calling the cops. Like no questions asked. That's it. Like I don't want him anywhere in the vicinity
And not
of my
even
building.
a question.
Can I also say one thing? I would also say, don't tell anybody. If you are going to, don't say, I'm going to XYZ. What it needs to happen is you just need to do it so that they can't bring you in. You have to make the situation kind of happen on its own.
Wow.
That's what I would say. I would say you don't warn him that you're going to call the police.
Him.
Oh, not him.
Or anybody.
Not her.
Nobody.
Not even the sister?
No.
She's living there.
Everybody, she's made the decision herself. If you want to, it's like how Jackie doesn't have a choice, right? Everyone told Jackie, I don't care about her human rights if she is abducted by a cult. I'm going to break into the cult.
Yeah.
I don't care what she chooses. I don't care.
Yeah, but
She's
you're
wrong.
saying right now that you told Jackie you're going to do that.
No, I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to come in through the. I told her now, but then she'll be all brainwashed.
Now, but
she'll be brainwashed. She'll be full of acid. She'll be chained into a closet or whatever.
I know,
And
but
so-
all we're saying is tell your sister now that it's going to happen, and if the sister gets dickmatized or whatever later,
No,
that's
because
not
she'll
your
tell
problem.
she'll tell the dude. So I say she'll say that the heat's rising. I say you got to bring the thunder without him. Because Sun Tzu says you need surprise. A surprise is what beats the enemy.
The art of war. I
art
didn't
of war.
expect it on the Bitchathon.
No,
but here we are.
I sure didn't either.
But I do appreciate your perspective, Henry. No, you're right. I appreciate it, and we appreciate the male perspective.
But Ellie, like
Simply safe. Left 50 off.
I feel for you. I feel for you helping your sister who's making a ton of decisions that you wish she didn't make and that you're advising her not to make. And nothing's going to teach her except for her.
No.
But you can draw the line at where it's going to fucking affect you and your safety's going to be in jeopardy. So I would say whether you mention it to her or don't and take Henry's advice and do a surprise attack sort of nunchuck situation, I would say you can definitely say this does not happen. This man does not come to my house, and if you have to break the fucking lease and file a police report that like he can't be there or whatever, like then you got to do that. But I think your sister hopefully will say, this guy is not worth the support that I'm getting from my sister, the home that I'm building with my sister and her partner. Like, because I'm assuming, I think you said you were partnered before. So, yeah, like, hopefully she takes that. But fuck, this is complicated.
This is difficult.
Sorry.
Dude, no.
No, that's what we're here for.
We're empathetic with you and what you're going through because this is a very difficult situation, but we're here to support you in your decisions because you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your partner. And even if it's going to be difficult or uncomfortable, it is worth it. It's worth it for your safety.
Elise Lopez says being a bitch is self-preservation.
Damn
Put it on a
straight,
goddamn
Elise
t-shirt.
Lopez. Yes. Thank you so much for calling in. Please let us know if you have any updates or what ends up happening.
Only if it's good news.
No,
I guess if it's bad news, we won't hear from her.
No, I don't like that either. Go be safe. Please, God, go be safe.
No, I don't want to hear if it goes badly. I don't want to hear if it goes badly.
Everything's going to go well.
I mean, Jesus. All right.
Pass
Thank
out
you
on
for
the
calling,
bitchathon.
Ellie.
I say kill him.
Ellie.
Let's get to
Preemptive
our
strike.
next call because Lord knows people need more of this Zabrowski magic over here.
I was asked.
You
Yes,
were asked
you
to
were
be
asked
to be
But
here.
also, that was on Bitchgo, right? Because I am in a pour a little bit of.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. It was. Well, it's roomie drama again, but it's also is it has to move out or can't see kid? What is it? What did we have? Play stand by Eminem. The comments really cracked me up. You guys are funny. Wait, what am I?
All right.
It was not allowed to see.
Not
kid.
allowed. Yeah, not allowed to see a child.
So that middle space is a free.
Oh, it's a free space.
So right now, can I see the bitch go card one more time?
We are getting.
We're getting very close. We need a political argument or religious drama, or we need religious drama and LGBTQ disrespect. It is Pride, so that should not be difficult. And I can't believe no one has called in to say a goddamn thing about a wedding yet. I cannot believe that.
Believe it.
I thought I would be wasted drinking shots about wedding drama.
Wait,
I can talk about weddings. I can talk about restaurant etiquette. I could talk about how to tell if a woman's going into menopause. I can tell about
Wait,
a lot
put
of
that on the
different
bitch go card.
Yes.
Man asks dumb question.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you need that column filled, that is my function.
Yes.
Hell
so,
yeah.
approximately. Hey, could you put it in the Google Calendar when that whole thing's gonna happen?
Hey, listen.
Let me know.
Listen, if they stop you from voting, that's a free day.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get that day back.
You get that day.
You get that day back. You go to the store.
Wait,
Great, you got your
take?
time.
I'm sorry, touch your hand. What is your hot take on restaurant etiquette?
No, I'm just saying in general, if there's a bitch-based scenario about restaurants, I know who bitches. I know what the bitches are in the restaurant. I know who the winners and losers are in a restaurant.
Okay,
He's
let's
very
take
good.
another call and
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, we've
and
got-
pretty soon we're gonna give you our head-to-head final for Bitch Madness. So if you haven't voted yet, I think the polls still open. Polls are still open. We're going Chub Rub versus Mosquitoes, Benson Boone versus Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. Get your votes in. Next call.
Oh, they're together, huh? He rented Venice.
Venice.
Good for him.
Venice.
Good for him. It smells, sir. It smells.
Good for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
it
this
is.
the original A from before?
Yes.
A, are you
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Oh, we can hear
me?
you. What's your name,
Oh
or
my
do you want us
gosh.
to just call you A?
No. You can call me Alice. I called in a couple
Oh,
of
we
months
know
ago.
if you called in. You're the
Oh,
you
I
have the
remember the
gorgeous
voice.
Airbnb voice,
Oh yes.
Thank you.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
that was
This
me.
is for anybody that's listening. Alice called us with a sketchy ass Airbnb situation.
Pizza?
Where
Yeah.
they gave her the free pizza. And then she
Look at
went,
this stoner
and then
that
somebody
remembered.
tried to get into the apartment, and it was like we were all on the edge of our fucking seats. It was like an A24 movie. Go on.
I was the caller with the really serious situation that was underreacting to it, but not this time.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, hit us.
This is a completely different situation. So, my boyfriend's parents love me,
Great.
but they are horrible to him. And like sometimes when they get into an argument, they use me as like some kind of lever against
Ooh.
him. They're
Cool.
like, "Oh, Alice won't love you anymore if I'm technically non-binary, so if they find out who you are for real." So this counts as queer disrespect, by the way.
Excuse me, fucking
circle it.
excuse.
Circle it. This is queer
This
disrespect.
bitch go shot goes out to you,
Oh, she
babe.
said. Oh, wait, I didn't.
Disrespect.
So they're saying. Oh.
So we're about to get bitch go if somebody has a religious drama, but I'm sure everybody kind of does deep down. It's in the back of all of our minds. But okay, so
I mean,
what-
I'm ex-Catholic, so does that count?
Oh.
well, I don't want to win bitch go like that.
I mean,
but
I
go
love
on.
an
Okay.
Tell us.
So I just want to ask, how do I get them to stop using me against someone I love, who I'm not going to stop loving him in the way that they think. No way. Like that's
But
that's
do they do
absurd
it in
to
front of
speak
you,
to
or
me.
they do it when you're not around?
No, behind my back.
Yeah.
How does Dude Bro act?
So you're never around. Yeah. How does he react?
I mean, like, I've sort of overheard this happening over the phone. And he just kind of like backs away and doesn't respond to it.
Does
But I'm
that affect you? How does that affect
Yeah,
you?
how do you feel about that?
they are not allowed to use me like that. They are not
But
allowed
I mean
to.
his behavior versus their behavior.
His behavior. No, I mean I just want to protect him. Like I don't it's not a great situation. Like his parents are not nice to him. I just want to, the next time I see them, I want to be able to say something that indicates that I know what's happening, that I don't approve, and they're not allowed to do that. We're all adults here. But I don't want them to like revenge scream at him. I don't want them to be like revenge angry at him for my behavior, if that makes sense.
Unfortunately, I feel like bro's got to take it.
Yeah.
That, or have you, like, is your partner in therapy / have you talked to them about boundary setting for both of you? Like, does your partner know that you feel this way about being put in the middle?
Yes, but it's not necessarily being put in the middle, in the sense that like my boyfriend does not instigate this. They just use me like this against him, and he doesn't let it get to him, and
because he knows it's not real.
Yeah, he knows it's not real.
He knows it's not real.
But
yeah,
does his continual making a choice is a choice though. So on some level, if he's just letting it continue, and you guys and it's causing issues within your relationship, like if it's causing you to feel things, unfortunately, the person you can deal with is him. And so he's there, he's in the relationship. If he's not if that begins to erode on your love, it's going to affect the relationship. I always think you got to blow it up. You just got to fucking blow that shit up at a big old holiday, and you got to make it a big old stinky ass to do.
Or create the boundary that this is something that you need dealt with.
Sink that shit. Blow that shit up.
I'm also I think I would rather like create that boundary with them than with him. Like it's not eroding the relationship between me and him at all.
Okay.
It's going to though.
I'm pissed off at them.
I guess I'm just like, my thing is like, if you bring up a boundary with them, they're going to be like, what are you even talking about? Who told you that? It's like, it's just going to go back on him. So I'm wondering if there's also just a way that you could just fucking gas the shit out of him when you're in front of them. Isn't he so good at this? Isn't he the best? Oh my God, I just love when he does this. He's so fucking great, to the point that they like don't have a leg to stand on really, because all they see is how like sort of unequivocally accepting you are of him.
That is really smart. Thank you.
You know, like just start like really being his biggest fucking cheerleader around them, so that when they start that shit, he's like, yeah, I don't know. Did you guys talk to her the other day? Because she's obsessed with me. Like, you know, like, because but I do think like if it keeps going on beyond that, I don't know that there's much you can do with the parents, because you're not there when it's happening. If they're doing it in front of you, you could absolutely say, please do not use me as a pawn in this shit.
Unacceptable.
But if you're like overhearing things over the phone and it's like between them, I do think it's like kind of on him to go, do not talk about my girlfriend or I'm sorry, my partner, excuse me. And if you like keep bringing them up, we're just not going to come around it. We're not going to, you know. You can't use them as a tool against me, or we're not gonna hang out with you guys anymore.
Because it's got to be so difficult for you to watch your.
But also, they sound psychotic.
Like that's the thing. It's like it will wear on you eventually, because watching someone you love go through this continually is going to make you start to fray at the edges. And I would hate for
depressing,
Of course. Like, how do you not unravel while you watch a partner be treated that way?
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you for calling in and asking these questions, because this is it's a very difficult situation, because you don't want to push your partner further. I mean, not that you guys are far away from each other right now, but you wouldn't want to push him further by saying, like, you need to make a decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to. It's not his, he is not responsible for how his parents act. They are really, really toxic. And I kind of want to play nice in as much as I don't want that to make things more difficult when, you know, with our relationship. Like, I have to play nice enough. But the idea of them using me as a tool to abuse him.
Yeah. How long have you guys been together?
Destroys me. Just over a year.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. You know what I would say too is you sound like you have a lot of life ahead of you. I'm not going to say you sound young, but you sound.
I'm not. Well, Cara and I had a disagreement about this last time. I said I was 40, and Cara was like, "That's young." So
you are young.
I'd like to think. 40.
You are young.
You're talking.
Now you're having a disagreement with all of us.
It's
young. Oh, it's young.
I would just say, I think the one big key though in all of this is to not forget your happiness and where you stand in all of this.
Yes.
And that you have to make sure that, like, yes, it's your partner's issue and it's affecting your relationship, but you, at this age, you should come first to yourself. And then if you can, if it's not like, if you're not yet married and your families aren't all entwined, there's no kids involved, on some level, if his parents have to get on board, fuck off, or some combo with the two, or dude's gonna have to lay it down at some point, because at some point you're just gonna be like, you're not gonna want to play the games anymore.
You're gonna get.
I know.
done.
I'm 41. I'm angry now.
I'm actually on board with this advice. I do think you've been together for a little over a year. That's still like pretty new. That's kind of like, you know, when my husband and I broke up. It's a fight or flight moment in the relationship. It sounds like you guys are doing great. I think eventually 2, 3, 7, 20 years down the road, you're not gonna want to be still hearing about his shitty fucking parents and how he's just taking it. So I think we're just saying keep that in mind and be as much of like an ally to him in either getting them out of his fucking life or disarming them with like the idea I had before. You know, these are my ideas. I don't know. I'm not a trained professional, but I think that there's got to be a way where they either realize that you're so fucking on board with him that they're not going to try this shit anymore. But I don't know. They seem deeply fucked to me. I think they're going to keep doing it. So I would say that you give him a thing where you're like, how much longer do you want to keep getting this nonsense from them? Like, how important is it to keep them in your life?
And encouraging him to want better for himself.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Because no one should be spoken to that way, and no one should deal with it, and no one should accept it.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? That's RuPaul, baby.
You're right, babe.
Can I get an amen?
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah. And I mean, he probably does love himself, but then he's still also kind of like humoring these shitholes that are his parents. So,
see, big guy, big strong guy.
Listen, before we get into Henry's porn situation.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
big strong guy.
I just want to say thank
Something-
you.
I
Yeah,
don't find
Alice,
that
thank you for calling
Thank you
us
for calling
again. You're
young, Alice.
You're a young 40.
You're young. You're
young.
British. The world is your oyster.
I think she's Australian.
No.
But also,
No.
No?
London.
No.
You're not
London.
Australian?
No.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Oh, is this why we have a male perspective? Thank you so much, Alice, for
Women
Henry's
owned.
the bitch.
Totally woman owned.
woman owned to you.
Women
and,
owned. Thank you.
It's that easy to be a man.
Out to
We've
you,
got
milady.
a little bitch shot for you.
Non-binary. I just said milady, but I meant non-binary. All right, let's take another call.
But also,
wait.
Henry, thank you.
Wait. The final showdown is here, and you
We're about
guys are
to
going
do
to
a
be
final
surprised.
showdown, and then we'll release you.
You guys are going to be surprised. Oh, you don't want to do one more call with Henry?
Henry?
I'm now on camera.
Okay, he's in. All
Okay.
right.
I know.
All right.
The final showdown, and for this, you're going to vote on YouTube, right, guys? That's what's happening in a YouTube poll?
In the
the Google form. I'm wrong. I forget I said that. You're going to go back to the same Google form. The showdown at the end is Mosquitoes versus Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, which means that Mosquitoes edged out Chub Rub. I'd love to know the stats.
You know why?
Did we already delete the stats? I really would love to know what it was.
It wasn't really close at all.
It wasn't even
No,
close.
it's because Chub Rub is easily fixed.
It's not,
Yes,
though.
it is. I've given in.
What do you use, deodorant?
I slick up my balls now.
Really? All right,
Wow.
wow, it was.
Wow.
Wow, and Benson Boone easily. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of
Bezos.
sense.
Yeah,
That makes
Bezos.
a lot of
Look, he's a pop star versus these fucking nightmare
these
people. Come on.
actual
Yeah,
nightmares.
Benson Boone is just our next problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jeff Bezos and
Benson
them
Boone
are our
needs a lot
current,
more power.
that's our current problem.
Yeah.
Benson Boone's going to be our
Future problem.
10 years from now.
Future
right.
problem.
Yeah, because the talentless go towards fascism.
Yeah.
And so he is going to do some, I don't know what he's going to do. I think
Is
he's
he
going to
performing at their wedding?
I think that he's
Are we
performing
getting
at the consummation.
I ordered from Amazon.
Flips through Venice, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, I guess it's fine.
Benson Boone
All
is
right.
such a bad plant.
You guys, let's see. I
Such a
can't wait
bad
to see what
fucking
the.
plant.
I can't
Yes.
wait to see what the percentages are for mosquitoes versus Bezos
Jeff
and
Bezos.
Sanchez.
Because also, you know what's hard with mosquitoes? They do actually have a process by which. So mosquitoes are the most dangerous animal to humankind. Now, this is why the men are here. So it's like mosquitoes are the most dangerous animal of humankind. Now listen, it's nice. Dropping facts. Yeah, and the reason why we can't. No, Kara, listen, is that mosquitoes are actually super important. Because they feed the creatures. We could eliminate mosquitoes if we wanted to, but we won't. We don't.
Why?
Because so many things eat mosquitoes. We've never.
No, yeah, it's
purposely
part of the
extinct,
ecosystem.
but we've
Yeah.
never purposely extincted a creature before.
What about the
which is the
bees?
reason-
What about the bees?
Because bees are quitting. They're quite quitting.
Are they quiet?
Well, they're
quitting?
dying, and people are killing the bees. I thought.
You know who's
Lazy.
quiet working? These
Oh,
fucking
you're saying
babies
these
over
bees
here.
are acting like victims. And
Look
they're
at these
not.
babies.
Yeah, they're acting like Zoomers.
Okay.
These are Zoomers.
These bees just don't want to work.
Get
Bees
your
are
vote
bees
in.
don't want to
They're
work
so
a full day
entitled. They
anymore.
think they can be in a
Get
band.
your vote in. We've
All
got
right,
one
get
more
your
call
vote in
with
for the final
Henry.
round. Let's take the next call.
Yes.
Oh my God! Is that a cat?
Hello?
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 Cat's up.
Who's there?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Another returning caller.
Are you sure you're not a cat with a voice?
Yeah, you some kind of cat?
What's your name?
No, this is Silent Goddess again.
Welcome back.
And I just thought I would love to show you my beautiful little kitty cat. Her name is Rose.
I love her.
Gorgeous.
We love her.
Yeah, she just
Is she a
just
bitch?
heard me call her name. She's staring at She likes to fuck with the window in the middle of the night, so kind of a bitch.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. 25% more of a bitch. That's
what did
I'm
you
looking
call
for.
about last time? You said you're a returning caller.
Yes, so I called about my broke ass mother-in-law always trying to bum money from us
Yeah,
and
yeah.
wanting to constantly hang out.
I remember.
Yes.
Okay. I got
And
it.
I got a small update on him and more bullshit with him.
All right,
Okay.
what's the update?
He got a job.
What?
Woo!
Okay.
Wow,
Progress.
congrats.
But he actually came to me about a problem he's having with his partner. And I was
Okay.
like, oh shit, this is
Business partner? You talking about a business partner?
over
or
me.
Uh-oh.
Cats don't know how to use phones.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Little boy blue and man on the moon.
Oh,
When you're coming home, cat, I don't know when. We'll be together then, cat. No, we'll have a good time then.
Nah, I think we may have lost a call, but that's okay.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. We love Rose.
Yes.
Let's go to another one.
I want to find the bitch and I want to name her.
You did get a little bit of Cat Stevens that we weren't planning. What are we, dog? Weavens.
Hello.
Hello, hi. What's your name? Thank you so much for calling in. What's your situation?
Hi.
Oh, are we underneath the television? Where are we right now? I feel like we're perched and I'm looking at a beautiful goddess.
I'm in my husband's office right now.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Are you allowed in there?
Thank you for asking for the husbands.
Yeah. actually
What's your
doesn't
name?
know I'm down here. My name's Holly.
Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Yeah.
Great
Hi.
voice. All right, what's going on?
So I got some wedding trauma.
Okay.
God, we need wedding drama.
Wait, can we just circle it on the board before you get started so we don't have to interrupt you?
Yeah, let's just
Wedding
wear
drama.
wedding dra- Oh, okay. We need someone owes
well,
money.
technically, that last call was someone owes money. I know it is, but we just didn't get to hear the rest.
You know,
of
we're
it.
just not there.
That
but we
brother
can't-
is owing money. He
can't
been
fill it
done.
in.
He done been owing money. That guy.
We can't fill it.
All right.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a
What's
cool
going
brother.
on, Holly?
Okay. So my best friend and I are both mutual friends with somebody who's getting married in August.
Okay.
And I was invited to the wedding and she wasn't. And I need a babysitter that weekend, so I'm wondering, am I the bitch if I ask her to babysit?
Are you gonna pay her?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, then that's
I mean,
fine.
she'd be able to stay at my house for free. Like she's done this before.
Wait. Why isn't she invited to the wedding?
I love Henry's immediate response, by the way, and I love that Kara and I have 1,000 more questions.
Yeah.
But,
He's like, that's fine.
yeah, it's good. Oh, good.
Well, I don't see the problem.
Why is she not invited to the wedding?
Well, we all used to be super tight in high school, and now they just kind of like fell off.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But you're still tight with the friend.
Yes.
Okay, but my question is, do you have another option for a babysitter, or is this the only option and you're really fucking strapped and there's like your kids are very specific and there's no one else that could
Because
babysit?
Kara,
It is my only option. I
It's the
tried my
only
other two
option.
options.
Well,
It's my
is she
only
going to
one.
be that? I mean, to be honest, is anyone that disappointed to not get invited to a wedding?
Yes,
It depends.
yes.
I mean,
It
this is
depends.
actually
I
gonna be
think
like a
yes,
really
women are
fun
upset to
wedding.
not be invited
Like,
to
this
weddings.
I
guy
just
is,
feel
like-
so free. Just just hearing you say not invited. I'm like, wow, it's gone from me. It's gone. I don't even think about it anymore.
But that's just
I'm
not
just-
how we work.
I'm an overthinker and an overanalyzer, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I understand. I would feel 1,000 types away, but I will say Kara is the only one with children. So obviously out the gate.
Well, I don't think it makes a difference. Like if you what if you and I were like good buddies and our mutual friend.
If you were.
Yeah, because we're not.
No. And our mutual friend got married, and you had fallen off with her, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna head to Sarah's wedding. Is it cool if you watch my kids?" Well, that would be a little bit of
Yeah,
it would
it's
feel a
kind of
little
like-
out though.
up.
But if you fell out,
Yeah, but it's just highlighting that you're not going to this big moment of this person's life. And like when you're young, when you maybe they were friends to the point that they always imagined they'd be at each other's weddings, not working a shift during the wedding.
at what time period of not talking does the wedding invite not come anymore? Because at some point we can't invite every single fucking human being that we have met along the road to the fucking wedding.
That's a great question, Henry. Let me ask Holly.
This is the thing.
Holly, how long ago was bride and friend? How long ago would you consider they were close? A year? 4 years? Like when were they close
mean,
last?
Like maybe within the last 3 years.
Okay.
All right, 3 years is a
Oh,
little.
wow, you gave me
dicey.
truly an answer that I cannot
it's
answer.
dicey. It's dicey.
If it was like a year,
Dicey.
I'd be like too close.
Yeah.
But if it was 5 years, I'd be like, go for it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
3 years is kind of
It's like right in the middle.
yeah, it's right in the middle where I'm like, I don't know.
Offer her double the money?
Yeah, and I also don't know if she knows that they have fallen out, and I don't know.
Wait,
this is the
Hold
issue.
on.
Wait,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
issue.
Does she know
Also,
now?
wait.
You gotta
This
tell
is
her.
the issue.
Does
No,
she
she
know
doesn't.
about the wedding?
No, she fucking
I'm
doesn't.
so
I'm just saying it makes
okay,
It's got
I'm
nothing
really
to do with
sorry.
her.
I'm sorry. I
feel like
forgot
The
a really
invite's from the other
important
woman.
Makes you
We
feel
gotta.
like you
Okay,
tell her.
okay, everybody has to chill. Hold on, Holly. Does she
sorry.
know the
Okay,
wedding is
so
taking place?
No, I forgot to say that part. I'm sorry. I'm really high.
Oh yeah.
Killing
oh,
it. Killing
girl,
it.
I could
Killing
tell
it.
immediately that something was up. But
Love it.
Yeah.
Holly,
So yeah, I forgot about that part.
she doesn't know the wedding's happening.
She doesn't know that she's not invited to the wedding. 'cause she
Oh
doesn't know
my
that the
God! You
wedding is
cannot
happening.
ask her to babysit.
Yeah.
That's
she doesn't
crazy.
know. I feel like if she doesn't know, or I just feel like
Roll the dice. That's what I say.
No, Holly, no,
Honestly,
babe. You gotta
roll
get
them
a
dice.
parent. You
I'm
gotta girl, sittercity.com,
Wild card, baby.
care.com. We gotta find somebody random to babysit your kids.
Yeah, okay.
Because I just
Yeah.
don't think you can ask this friend and go, oh, by the way, your former good friend that you don't even know is not your good friend anymore is getting married and I'm going and you're not and I need childcare. I think that's not good.
Yeah.
I think that's not good.
Yeah, it's no
okay. I
good.
think I already knew. The
I
answer.
appreciate
think
you
I just
calling
needed,
and being.
No, this is
I
a-
kind of know I'm wrong, but
You actually
Before
turned
I
me
made
on to around
the
too
wrong
because
decision.
that is the truth. It's on the other chick to tell her that she's not invited, right? You can't just go. So this is not your battle.
But at the same time, when you're planning a wedding, you're not going to start calling up people and being like,
No,
I didn't
you
invite
find
ya.
out that you're not invited to a wedding when your friend starts saying, I'm going to this wedding. And you are like, oh, I didn't get the invite, so I guess.
Haha, thank Christ.
I'm not going.
See, this is
awesome.
the difference.
Yes.
Amazing.
If my husband
Pictures
were
look
here
great.
right now, he'd be like, whoa, jackpot.
Thank you.
No wedding, no having to
don't have
buy
to
an
go, I don't have to
outfit.
You
or
mean-
whatever,
I don't have to pay
travel.
anything.
Bong in my office instead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the difference. But Holly,
Meanwhile,
we
I'm
get
like,
you.
it is
Yes.
over between us. You didn't invite me.
Yeah.
It's gone. We're
We get
dead.
you.
Yeah.
No, I honestly, no, I will tell you the truth. I lost a friend, but I lost a friend in a wedding fuck up because of and it was an honest mistake. It was an honest leave off of the invite. Like totally like forgot it because we had 2 weddings. So if we had 2 because we're insane. So the first one I forgot and I definitely
to invite someone?
I forgot and it was it was a literal oversight. And it fucked up our friendship very inherently. So I understand this person and that person are no longer going to be friends anymore. Like that's over. That whole relationship's torch.
Yeah, if
you
you're not
gotta
inviting someone to your wedding, that's...
if you like that person, you got to save your relationship with that person. I'm going to give you full outside the box. Don't go to the wedding.
No,
you don't. It depends on. Listen, hey,
I
it
don't
depends
endorse
on.
that.
It depends on how close you are to the other chick and how devastated the other chick's going to be from not invited.
Their
and when you're
relationship is
closer
really
with
fun
main
wedding.
chick, are you closer with wed chick? Or are you closer with friend
It
chick?
doesn't matter. Their relationship is their relationship. That doesn't have to do with Holly.
Well, one is my dealer and the other is like my best friend since like birth.
Wait,
which
who's
one's the
your
best friend since
dealer?
birth? Wait, which one's the best friend since birth? She had Holly. She had Holly. She had it.
Oh my God.
Holly. She had it.
That's
Wait,
hilarious.
Holly, which
Really
one is
important
your dealer?
relationships.
Is your dealer the bride?
Both of them.
Fuck yeah.
Wait,
Cocaine?
what?
Wait, is your dealer your babysitter?
Is this no, not cocaine. Because that's the cartels.
No, wait.
we're talking
wait.
I'm not messing with the cartels. I say whatever they want.
Listen,
Well,
If this has got to do with the cartels, I want nothing to do with this.
You said
Nobody's
one of them is
messing
your
with the
dealer and one of
cartels.
them is your best friend since birth. Which is which?
My best friend is the one who wasn't invited.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
So you need to go to your dealer's wedding. That's really important to you.
Honestly, if I lived in a state where I couldn't get weed,
Yeah, dude. I'm with her.
Now
That's your
this
weed
also
connection.
changes everything. I feel like
If that's your weed connection, that's your.
I
Where
love
do you live?
Mr. Zabrowski.
Honestly,
Where do you live?
This is like the power of weed right now. The way that you have been literally siphoning out the fucking details of this story is.
I think she's more confused now than when she initially called in. I guarantee it.
I like Kevin's Kate is saying right here, don't go to the wedding, don't call the other friend, don't call anyone ever again. Just sit in your house
Off
alone.
the grid.
Don't go to the wedding.
Leave the grid.
Cut
Just
everybody off.
Well, this is what I
Burn the
wanna
bridges down.
understand from Holly. Like, truly, like, just because she's your dealer, is she your good pal? Like, do you really feel like you need to go to this wedding?
Yeah, we're homies.
Yeah, okay.
This is really, but I'll say to you,
Even if it might really hurt your best friend.
it's not her fault though.
No, it's
her
not.
fault.
It's not at all.
Not Holly's fault.
It's not at all. I'm just saying, if it's not that important to you, your out could be childcare. Your out could be, I just don't have any childcare.
You're right.
But you're saying it is important and you want to go. So that's all I was trying to. That's all I was trying to
You
get
said you're
the
in your
temperature.
husband's
That
office.
actually-
Is it possible that you go without your husband? That your husband watches the kids and you still go and you just don't go together?
Go without the husband.
Yeah, actually, that might be really fun.
Let the husband stay home.
Oh, please.
The husband wants to stay home.
The weddings.
Henry's telling you the husband doesn't want to go.
He wants to
It's
stay.
hilarious that this is all coming out because Henry, you know, famously you were invited to my wedding and never responded.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake. But it's just funny to bring up.
Yeah.
It was a mistake. Yes, good. And this
It's
is,
just funny.
This is the point of the show.
Yeah, this is the point in the show.
It's a whole thing.
Henry is
I
a bitch.
I bring up my 10-year wedding anniversary was a month ago. This is a 10-year-old grievance.
See, it's still
Still
is
there.
How big of a problem it is.
This is it.
For some of us. Love this. Cat saying leave husband, bring friend. Kelly Tunk saying make the husband stay home.
Well, I wouldn't bring the friend. I wouldn't bring the friend that she's had a falling out with.
Oh,
Let's not start a bunch of fucking drama at the wedding. If that's what you meant.
I meant bring a friend, not that.
Or
friend.
just go
what if I
alone.
used her as a
Yeah, I
plus
don't know. I
one?
think it can be really freeing to just fucking get down on a dance floor by yourself at a wedding and have fun with friends.
Hey, bitch. Yeah, I get it.
You
Cause
know?
some chaos there.
But yeah, I would not ask friend, and it would actually start thinking of a very, very like kind of chill way that you can bring up to your friend that dealer is getting married and she's not invited.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like something you want to do tonight.
You
It
don't-
doesn't
No,
sound like
not
something you want to do
tonight.
tonight, but I'd be like,
didn't
hey,
even
listen,
think I was
this
gonna call.
sucks, but I gotta tell you,
I know,
so
it
and so's getting
sucks.
married. It sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. There's all
Like,
kinds of politics
kind of-
around this
yeah.
kind of shit. I've been invited to a wedding and then disinvited because the wedding got too expensive and I didn't make the cut. Like, I mean, I'm still friends with that girl.
You know?
You know, people can survive.
Not as good of friends, but
No, I mean, not one of my closest.
I mean, you wouldn't, but also, Holly, you're gonna get through this. You will.
I hope so.
You're gonna do it. It's all gonna
Oh my
shake out
God.
because
Okay.
especially remember, this was not your doing, babe. And remember that you didn't make this decision. You didn't not invite your friend to the wedding. This is not on your shoulders.
this ain't for you. This ain't your hassle.
Yes.
This is the other lady's hassle.
Yes.
Thank you.
But you got this, and we appreciate you for calling in, and thank you for overtaking your husband's office.
Thank you. I regret everything.
On
my
a
God,
scale of 1 to
Holly?
10, how much have we helped you today?
Holly,
Dear Lord.
Oh,
I need
no,
10.
I don't want you to be that upset.
I actually gave
No,
really good advice.
no, I'm more upset with myself that I called in.
no, Holly,
No, babe, we got
Holly, I'm going to tell you right now, you're one of my favorite calls we've ever had.
Yes, we
I
gotta
want
talk
you to
about these
call back
things.
every single fucking time we go live. You're very funny.
Yeah, can we
and
give it up? Can we give it up for
this is
Holly?
great.
Give it up for Holly.
Honestly, this is a master class in some of you that are considering calling. You got to hide those details from us until
Loved
the
it,
very
though.
until
I really
we are giving you
recommend
life
just, like, don't even
shattering
think about it.
advice, and
Just
then you
do
go,
it.
"Oh,
It's
I
really
forgot
fun.
to tell you." She doesn't know. Yeah, it's so good, Holly. You're the best.
Oh, God, okay. All right.
Thanks for calling.
Burn every bridge.
No.
No.
Thanks,
Oh,
Henry.
listen, Henry. But
Thanks for that, Henry.
email us and tell us what happens, or leave us a voicemail. We really love an update.
Yes.
Okay.
But also,
Yeah, I
everyone in
think-
chat
Alright, I'm
is
gonna
recommending you go
hang
to
up now.
Taco Bell,
Bye-bye.
and
Yeah.
highly encourage it.
Oh,
go to
Holly,
Taco
you
Bell.
gotta get Taco Bell.
You need
Your
the
husband's
Taco
office
Bell.
looks nice, also. Okay,
Yeah.
let's take one more call before we announce the final winner of the bitch of the summer.
All right,
the
let's
polls are
do it.
closed, and we do know who the bitch is, but we are not going to tell you until we take one more call.
Okay, we're ready for it. There's a call.
WNDY. Just a moment. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's your name?
Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay. So. Okay.
What's your name?
Just call me Fidget.
Okay,
I get your real name for this. Oh, good lord. Okay. I will get the gush out the way. Oh my gosh. I got Kara, Jackie, and Henry. Oh dear lord. Okay. So, do we want the story with a splash of potential ableism?
Wait, you say ableism? Let's go to the bitch go.
Bitch
Can we see the bitch go?
Maybe.
I literally
All right,
thought that
we-
was crazy that she would write this. on
I
the card.
love that she wrote it, and I'm only upset that it is not giving us a bitch
Now,
go, but
ableism isn't about having
Wait.
a long face like Abraham Lincoln, right?
Can we go back to
No, Henry.
no, Henry.
All
right.
I'm cracking
Wait,
up. Sorry.
can we go back to the bitch before I decide what kind of story you're going to tell? Can we go back to the bitch go for a second?
Oh.
I just want to know if you could tell us a story that involves someone owing money.
Oh, you're trying to
Or-
fudge the numbers
or
here.
religious drama. No, just kidding. Tell us your story.
Yeah, hit us with the ableism.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I think part of this is related in the other person's religious or at least family trauma. Okay. So,
Did you say religious trauma?
Good. I know we end at 9, so I'm going to try to not Texan the hell out of this thing.
Well, let's get her into harbor. We got this.
Okay. So, I am I'm in the undiagnosed, but we're pretty damn sure club. And So for some context, I use headphones all the time. It's how I navigate the world, keep the noise out. Well, for context, I used to have this friend. That friendship has long since destroyed. I have many stories about how this friendship ended, but this is the short one. So,
I'm sorry. I'm
this
sorry.
friend
Can
was-
you start again? Because I'm just not hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slow.
So,
Yeah,
I
talk
use
slow.
headphones.
Slow it down. Just stay a while.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I was gonna say, like, if I speed up too fast, y'all let me know.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, we're taking it down
So
low.
I use headphones all the time. I don't, and even when I'm around people, I will use them to cut out background noise. I don't usually have anything playing when I'm with other people.
Okay, you wear
This
headphones, is
particular-
what you said. Okay, got it.
Gotcha.
Yes. This particular now ex-friend, for other reasons, had a huge problem with that. Even though I was like, look, I don't use it because I'm ignoring you. I'm doing it because I have sensory issues.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, okay, I will try to cut back. Cut to a few months after this situation, her bringing this up because she was taught that it was rude, and I was like, okay, I don't think my sensory need is rude, but whatevs. So, a few months after this, we're at a mall in a bigger city than what we're used to. On a Saturday, it's crowded. I've decided I will not use my headphones. I will be respectful of this friend. And you can probably imagine about how well that went. Cue the start of the meltdown. I was like, oh no, there are lights, there's noise, there are people, I don't like this. I'm going to duck into the hot topic because that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And my eyes fall upon the Squishmallow. And I grab this Squishmallow. And I'm very happy with myself because I'm like, oh, you are my best friend in the world. You are the only thing keeping me between, normalcy and a complete mental breakdown. And I grabbed it and I was like, yes. And she got so mad. She got so upset. Because it was like, oh, I'm hyperfixated on them. And, I really like them. And I was like, look, I'm just grabbing onto this buddy to, like, make it through today.
Yeah.
And so she kept kind of being a bitch about it the entire time, like, kind of being passive-aggressive about it. Like, oh, I'm not gonna, whatever, you got this thing. And, whatever. Cut to a few months later, I find another one that I quite enjoy. And I'm happy with this one. It glows in the dark. It was flipping badass because I am an adult who is afraid of the dark still.
Love it.
This is gonna be like perfect comfort option. Oh, I told her about this though because I know she's gonna throw a fit about it because she's gonna like it.
I think all of this, I'm sorry to stop you. All of this is, why are you friends with this person?
None of it is your fault.
I don't understand.
I'm not anymore.
Okay,
And
good.
I could go into the whole thing that ended our friendship. Maybe I'll leave a voicemail one of these days. But
Please leave a voicemail because I feel like all of what you're saying, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
It's just, no, do not even entertain a person that is going to be judging you in that way. If this is something that helps with your sensory issues, if this is something, doesn't fucking matter. Whatever it helps you with, if it is something that is not hurting anybody else, this person can fuck right the fuck off.
Yeah.
And no matter what their judgments are, they can keep it to their fucking selves. And I hope that you never talk to this person again.
she friend broke up with me, so that's a whole thing. But
Well, I say
that's not even the
you can always get more out of life by being more difficult. And I think you should try that.
See, this is the advice Henry gives. He just wants everyone to just give a little bit more of a needle.
His advice
to
is actually
everybody.
like just amp it up even further
Yep.
and just like be like, sorry, I've got to bring 40 squashmallows with me if we're gonna go to Taco Bell.
I'm doing
and that's
whatever the
just
fuck
it.
I want. What's your fucking problem
You
with
load
it?
them in. You insist that they all be seatbelted. I mean, be as annoying as you fucking want.
Because it's none of your fucking business. Fuck right off with
Glorious.
that. I am upset with your friend, and I wish only the best for you because that is truly not something that you should deal with.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's not even where this story goes, though. This is not even the best part. So I kind of tiptoe around the fact that I bought this glow-in-the-dark one because I knew she really wanted it. I'm going to find it, like, randomly, and I was like, ooh, I really like this one, too. And so I'm like, I never tell her that I found this. And somehow I made some comment about I'm building a plushie army. And she goes off. She goes, I will buy it from you. I'm hyper fixated on these two. And I know it's just going to go in a pile in your room, which, yeah, I do have, piles because, neurodivergent doom piles. But I was like, look, I really like this one. She goes, but you can't like it. It's pink. It's girly. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a gender, so whatever. But, way to gender, way to just because I'm masked, I can't like it. But I was like, and she goes all this thing how because I like it and I'm also hyperfixated, which I was like, look, I'm hyperfixated.
Wait, is this the same friend? You're not friends with this person anymore,
This
right?
is the same person. This is
I want you. I need you to know. You don't need this, and you said you already you're not together anymore, right? This is not a friendship. This is not any kind of partnership anymore.
No.
Thank God. Hallelujah. We are raising a buzzball to that.
We are giving a buzzball
and here's to
up
you
to
finding
you.
friends that appreciate you and your squishmallows.
Dude, because you deserve it.
Yes.
Start bringing weed places.
But yeah.
Thank you, Fidget, for calling us.
She was like,
Honestly, if you got drugs, it really does even shit out.
Is that what everybody needs? Just
well,
a
the
little bit
whole
more
thing
weed?
was she started. She was like, I will buy it off of you, and I was like, no, it's not. So my thing was like, am I the bitch for not selling it to her or giving it to her and just raging? And I'm like,
we support you.
No,
You
I
are
don't
not the
think I am.
bitch. This person is obviously the bitch, and I hope you never talk to them again. You are definitely not the bitch. I want you to find every squishmallow that fills your heart with joy. This is what our lives are all about.
Yes.
Fuck everybody else.
We gotta just get joy wherever we can get it. And no, don't let anybody fuck with that.
No, hell no. Thank you so much for calling in. And
Yeah, it's like I watch my body cam footage.
Yeah.
You watch the body cam footage. Sometimes you need
That's my
something-
squishmallows.
Everybody's got something.
My
Everybody-
squishmallows are the
this is
sounds
wild.
of difficult women being pulled from airports.
This is wild on this chat how messages can be redacted. Like people are just writing shit and then going, oops, didn't mean to write that.
Oh,
and
no,
we're
good.
seeing it.
On YouTube they can do that. I didn't
it's
know.
funny. It's funny.
Even YouTube forgives.
We saw what you wrote. Okay, let's take one more call before we reveal the winner of the bitch of the
Squirt
summer.
one more in there. We squirt one more in there.
We're gonna squeeze one more. We started a few minutes late. Hello, Ava, lady calling. Hi.
Our mom said
Hi,
Avon.
sorry.
She did.
I know.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm gonna move to another room because you guys. Sorry, my name is Mikey.
Hi, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey, I like it.
Hi.
Look, Mom, Mikey likes it.
You're
I
much
just
more
moved to
attractive
another
than
room
that
because I
child
have
with
you
the
guys
cereal.
on my TV.
Ooh. All right. I'm glad that now
Okay.
we're small for you. What's going on, babe?
Yes. So I have your religious drama.
Yes.
Thank
Fuck yes, we're about to
Give me
get
that
bingo.
fucking bitch go!
Bitch go!
Oh no, we don't. Wait, we do have bitch go! We do have bitch go!
We gotta just chug from the bottle now.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that.
I'm sorry, we won't celebrate just yet. We need your religious drama. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us bitch
We
go.
did it.
I did not expect this to happen. Hey, Mikey, I like it. What's going on, babe?
Thanks. So, as context, I come from a really long line of Mormons.
Okay.
Yes. So, characters in the story, my grandmother is Mormon. My mom was, married Mormon, had me when she was Mormon. Divorced my father, is no longer Mormon.
Hell yeah.
I am not either.
Hell yeah.
So, into the story, 2021, early 2021, my grandfather died. And it was really sudden. We didn't have any sort of funeral plans or anything.
Yeah.
And we didn't really know what to do. And so my grandmother just said, we're going to have it in a Mormon chapel. And my mom was like, I won't go. I have a really traumatic relationship with the church. My family is not Mormon. I'm just not going to do it. And so I would really appreciate it if you would move the service, literally anywhere else. Like just go to a park, it doesn't matter. And my grandmother refused. And so my mom did not go to her father's funeral.
I'm so sorry. So what happened?
It was, the service itself was a whole thing. It was very much drama. Not really what I'm talking about today. But because of that, my grandmother and my mother have not talked since. It's been 4 years.
Whoa.
And at first, my grandmother was like, Mikey, how are you doing? All this stuff. And then she would go into, how is your mother? Do you think she would let me talk to her? How are your siblings? Because my mom wouldn't let my little siblings talk to her. And it got to a point where I had to, I did at one point say, I can't be in the middle of this. I won't do it. Like that is, that's your shit to figure out. That's not me. So then,
No, continue.
okay, so 2 years after my grandpa died, I moved to LA.
Nice.
And thanks. And so since then, she has tried to reach out my grandmother, but it's the same thing. And I don't ever see her. She doesn't come visit. So I cut contact with her. And I haven't talked to her either because it's just the same thing of, you know, is your mother going to talk to me? How is she? Like, you know, can you tell her that I want to talk to her? And I just keep saying,
Yeah, she's just kind of using you.
Yeah. Was she not reaching out to your mom at all on her own?
No.
No.
Yeah, none of
Using
that
you as like the full go-between. Yeah.
And Raving Revolution says triangulation sucks and that it's just putting you in the middle of it. And good for you for creating the boundaries, whether or not this is something that you necessarily wanted or not. Obviously, you didn't.
Are you still in contact with your mom?
Yes. Yeah, we're really close.
Yeah. So how long have you not talked to your grandma?
2 years since I moved here.
You know, if she really wants to connect, she'll fucking figure that out. That's for certain.
Yeah.
That's how I always kind of view it, is if she really actually wants to connect and doesn't just want to win the engagement between all three of you, I would say you have to, unfortunately, hold strong, talk to your mother. It's up to your mother if she wants to contact your grandmother or not. And if your grandmother is not going to actively reach out, like, you could definitely say the words, I'm not going to, but I also believe you don't owe that either.
No.
You can literally just,
yeah,
this can be, she's your grandmother forever. So until,
but she's trying to take the easy way. Like, she tried to take the easy way, which was getting you to kind of broker peace, and you said no thanks, and now she's not willing to take the hard way.
Right.
She's not willing to do any work herself or honestly lift a finger.
And just put it all on
There's
you.
part of me that that feels really bad about this, honestly.
Yeah.
that
Sure,
I
of course,
haven't
that's what she's doing to you.
reached out. Especially because my little siblings are my half siblings, so they're 10 and 8, and they don't have a grandmother. And so
our
there's
grandmother
part of
was a
me
piece
that's
of
like,
shit, so we didn't. It was actually great to not be around our grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And so there's part of me that's like, you know, if I had just reached out, if I did kind of become the bridge for that relationship to happen again, my siblings would have a grandmother, but it's not my job.
What's she like otherwise? So you're saying, so she's not Mormon anymore, your grandmother?
No, grandma still is.
Grandma is.
Oh,
Mom
she
is.
is?
Mom is
Fuck her.
not. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Mom,
unfortunately,
yeah.
you just.
Well, the thing is like the grandma had the chance to also play the long game and just have a relationship with you and let the mom thing come
around
back to her around, but she insisted on crossing your boundary that you
middle.
set multiple times and bringing up your mom when you said, I don't want to fucking do this. And
How do you say to your grandma, God's not real, I am? Deal with me. I know you have all your
Fix
fake
yourself.
fucking rules. Yeah, I know it's not how it works, but it's like literally like, I'm here talking to you.
Yeah.
You're talking to Moroni, who's a fucking liar. All right, Moroni's full of shit.
I just don't understand how the music. I don't mean to bring up a trigger point for you, Henry, but I don't understand how the musical, The Book of Mormon, exists and people are.
It's not triggering. I'm past that.
Look at him.
I am
past
past
it.
Look at me.
The music is really good. What can I say?
It's just like it's just so yeah, whatever.
No, it's not. It's real easy to say don't talk to her anymore, but also, unfortunately, sometimes there needs to be. It's like relationship brinksmanship, in a way, where they can't just get what they want. Grandma can't just win. That's not how it works. Unless you're like, I want her in my life so much, I don't care about all the other garbage. If that really meant so much to your mother that she won't talk to her, then
yeah,
it's kind of on her to figure that out.
Stay strong.
Figure that out.
And Liv Peterson does say, Mikey, I'm so sorry you're feeling guilty about any of this. You deserve the best. You're doing all the right things. Sending you big love. Stay strong. You are in such a difficult position.
Because I'm one of those. I also do believe in obligation. I believe that family is, I do believe in the concept of there is an obligation. There is an idea that you're supposed to take it, you're supposed to try to fix it if you can. Your goal is like, you're kind of burdened a little bit with the need to maybe fix it. But it's a two-way.
But you're also
street.
the kid. Like, this is on your mom if she wants to start a relationship.
You should be
with
having
someone
fun.
again. You're not a kid, but you're the kid. You know, like you should be like if your mom wants to start a relationship with her mother, that's like kind of her business. I wouldn't worry too hard about the 8 and 10-year-old not having a grandma. Like I haven't had a grandma for a long ass time.
Yeah,
like,
and we
Grandma
all
got
have
money?
ones.
Okay.
I will.
The only thing
also
is,
say-
grandma got money.
Does grandma got money, Mikey?
But also, if you're thinking,
No, grandma doesn't
Well,
have
that's
money.
again, that's something else. Because if grandma had money,
Had
I'd
money,
say
that's
get
different.
back in there. You
Now
want
we're
to get
talking
into
about something.
Because then it's about get back close to her. Say you want to be a Mormon, poison her, get the money. But that's different. That's a whole other show.
I will say though, when it comes to the 8 and the 10-year-old, yes, you cannot. Of course, it is so upsetting that they don't have a grandmother. But one thing you can give them is a connection with you, and that is something that you can control because you can't control the situation with your grandmother. You can't make her do anything she doesn't want to do, but you can control your relationship with your siblings. And so if there's no grandmother, then show up in ways, and of course you're never going to be their grandmother, but you can be someone that they can rely on.
Jackie, you just go,
Just take some mothballs, dab them right behind the ears, just a little here like a perfume.
Have you ever seen the movie Milk Money?
Oh, yeah.
You can hire an old sex worker to pretend to be their grandmother. Listen,
Who's
because a
in
lot
that?
of
Is
the
that
sex
Melanie
workers-
Griffith? Who's it?
Oh, it's Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Griffith.
It
if
is.
you good
Ed
at,
Harris.
if you go and you can get a sex worker in there, an older sex worker to pretend to be the grandmother, she got a heart of gold. Next thing you know, you're falling in love with somebody you never thought you would. She's in the family.
Thank you for the listener that just
I'll
wrote,
keep
I
that in
changed my
mind.
mind. Henry should not have an advice show.
Okay, well,
This was my pitch.
yeah. And we're glad that he got maybe denied. I don't know. He is the boss. So if he wanted an advice show, he would
I
have
just
one.
gave myself the green light.
This is great.
I say blow up her house.
I also think, yeah, if you really feel strongly that your half sibling should have a relationship with their grandma, like try to approach it with your mom. But if your mom says no, I think that's like a.
There she is.
Milk Money.
Oh, yeah, Melanie
That's a good movie.
Griffith.
Is it?
No.
I've been wanting to rewatch it, but I think it might not be a good movie.
She's got that. She's got a cool bodysuit on that one.
Mikey, thank you for calling us. I hope that this all works out in
Yeah,
a
of
way that
course.
feels good to you.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
And I know there's no easy answer with that.
I'm sorry I'm here, Mikey.
And I'm sorry Henry was here.
I'm sorry I'm
I,
here. They seem real upset. And, everybody doesn't. No one comes to me for emotional support.
But that's why we thought we'd try it
Which
tonight.
is crazy because here you are giving it in spades. Like just the emotional support is
Yep, there he
pouring out
goes.
of you.
Yep, there he goes.
6 bullets of emotional support.
Empathy. Henry.
Roll the
is known
chamber.
for-
6 fucking bullets.
See who gets one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lulu Zila does say Henry's advice is 50% very wise and 50% fucking
insane.
And that's what you come to expect here when Henry's a guest on Who's the Bitch, whether you thought that was going to happen or not.
Yeah. Oh, good put WTB crossover. Listen, great idea. I have a gag reflex, so I don't think I can ever.
No,
go
we're
on
not doing
good
that
put.
to you.
Yeah, I don't want
But
to.
listen,
Can I go eat yet?
Yeah, you released.
Yeah, we will release Henry. Thank you,
You're
Henry.
released. Thank you, Henry.
Round of applause for
Thank
Henry
you,
Zabrowski.
Henry. We love your advice. We love.
You're not a bitch.
Oh my God, we're not the bitch.
And yet,
Sometimes
Henry
we're
is
the bitch,
bitch
though.
because we have a
Yeah,
graphic.
Henry's the bitch. Henry's the
Yes.
Henry's the bitch. Bye, bitch.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, bitch. Thank
Look at those
you,
matching
bitch.
shorts.
Oh my God. Okay, I guess I'll strike the lawn chair.
Yeah, who needs it? Who needs it? Yeah, get it out of there. Get it out of there.
This has been a fucking ride. I've
Yeah,
had a
it
great time. Listen, we want to come back and do these long live streams probably like once every couple months. So
Oh, yeah, this is-
We'll be
yeah,
back. Thank you guys all for calling in.
Wait, we have to do. No, who's the fucking final
No,
bitch?
it's over. We don't tell you.
No.
No. Okay, are you ready? Are you
Yes,
ready?
I need to
Drum
know.
roll.
Who
bitch
is the bitch,
of
bitch,
the
bitch,
summer.
Bitch.
I have the
Was
image. I have the
between
image.
Mosquitoes and Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. And the bitch of the summer 2025 is Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. Look at bitches.
Bitch
Look
of the
at
summer.
these dumb
Go
bitches.
back to Venice, you
in
pieces of
Italy.
garbage.
Stop ruin. Venice is already overrated, you stupid fucks.
You idiots.
Wait, did we even talk about the fact that they had a foam party on a yacht? Absolute abject dork. You didn't get to go to Cancun with your friends when you were 17, so you didn't get a chance to go to a foam party? You're the worst.
You're the worst, and you're the worst bitch of the summer.
And you are a mosquito. That's what somebody just said.
Yeah.
TT Witch Farts just said Jeff Bezos is a mosquito, and I
Yeah.
agree.
No.
And yet, mosquitoes, you know what? Hashtag not all mosquitoes. Jeff
Wow.
Bezos is a shithead, but maybe not all mosquitoes are? No. They all
Amen.
are, but he's worse.
Amen.
They're worse.
So
that's
yes.
it. We
And
also got
I
Bitch
just
Go.
can't believe-
Yeah, what do you have to do?
Congrats.
What do you have to do?
What do we do with Bitch Go?
Yeah, because you got bitch go. What's the result?
what do we
I feel like, do I take off my clothes?
You guys want to see what's under the caftan?
Yeah, who wants to see what's under the caftan? All right. All right, it's another caftan. I just need everyone to know
It's
there's not a lot going on.